Working now. Oh, now I see everybody's names. I can see everybody. Hi, everybody. You guys, I gotta make sure everything's set. Okay.
I'm here.
Here we go. You guys, this isn't my song. You guys, see, it's taken me a while to get back in it. Can you hear it? You guys see, I'm so unprepared. And I know too much to go back and pretend, 'cause I've heard it all before. When I've been down there on the floor, no one's ever gonna keep me down again. Oh yes, I'm wise, but it's wisdom born of pain. Yes, I've paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong. I am invincible. I am woman. Guys, it's been so long, hasn't it? It's been a long time. Okay, you guys. You love my new wig? You know what? It's an old one, and I put barrettes in it. You know, we had some friends come over today for brunch. They're our Mormon friends, and we don't judge them or anything. But, you know, I wanted to look presentable to them, you know. I wanted to show off my new scar. Look at, I'm wearing a plunging neckline. Oh, Valley Cat, you're so sweet. Thank you, darling. You guys, a lot of people ask me where I got this blouse from. The blouse it's from the Sam Walton collection. It's exclusive. It's an exclusive Sam Walton design. He's a new designer, an up-and-coming designer that's out of Walmart. Your scar looks like cleavage. Well, you know what? I was kind of thinking, I wanted the doctor to give me areola implants. And, you know, I said, well, while you're in there, you might as well slip in some areola implants. And he said that's not possible. It would have to be a separate procedure. Well, hi, Karen. Hi, James. Laquita, how are you, darling? Cristiano, gagging for it. Is that a vertical titty scar? Well, I'll tell you what. It's a lot of people already know, but I had a heart procedure. I did. Hi, Leola. Hi, Laura. How are you? Cynthia and Terry. Oh my God, it's been a year. Do you remember me? Sam White. I remember Sam White Privilege, but I don't remember Sam White. White. Hi, Misty. You missed me? You're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You ever go to the Hard Rock? Is the Hard Rock still there? When I was a trucking woman, I used to go there at there. Oh, Susan, you like my cleavage, honey? I'm coming for you. Yo, Susan has really good boobs. I've seen them. I've seen them up close. She has some nice boobs. Hi, Mara. How are you? You look so good. We missed you so much. Well, thank you so much. Where have you been? Kathy, I'll tell you. If for all the people... Hi, Patty. You guys who don't know, on April 10th, okay, I decided to go to the emergency room because I was having The old lot lizard. Oh, Juke. See, that was back in my heterosexual days. I was just sleeping with so many men there. I got several diseases, I'm sure, from the Hard Rock parking lot in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Mara, how are you, Dark? Tuesday. Hey, I've been praying for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. But I'll tell you, we had a whole chat going, and everybody wanted me unbanned. I've been here since 2020. Lisa, I don't have sound. You don't have any sound? You can't hear me? Hi, Ben Franklin. Where's Ben Franklin? You guys, has anybody seen Huge Ass? Oh, Veneta, Oklahoma here. That sounds familiar to me. My dad had one April 26th. Really? Do you have the monkeypox? Only on my genitals, but it's cleared up. Marquina said it tastes like blue cheese. Okay, Cynthia can hear me. Lisa, maybe there's something wrong with your devices or something. Tuesday, you talked to me on IG. Yeah, you know what? I rarely go live on Instagram. You know why? Because I do have a lot of people there, but a lot of people don't watch me there. So anyway, so April 10th, I went to the hospital because I was having breathing problems. But in hindsight, before that, I would be at work. Well, working around the house. Okay. And I would just climb up some stairs or something. Cristiano, you're moving to Menifee. Awesome. I know someone who just moved to Marietta over there. It's Marta. Marta, are you watching right now? Yeah, she's in Marietta. Okay, Lisa, good. You like my makeup, Karen? Thank you. Okay, so I was having breathing problems, but in hindsight, for quite a while, I would get out of breath and get really tired really quickly and start sweating. Oh my God, what's going on? But hi, Augie, you have literal cleavage like meat cleaver, like a meat cleavage. That's right. You know what? I'm going to put on my bra and it's sore right now, but I'm going to wear a tight bra and push it together. And then this will be my cleavage. It's pretty good. It's still a little scabby, but I'm not going to pick it. See right here, wait. It's still like a scab right here, the very bottom. But you know what they did? They cut it open. And then they sawed the bone open and then opened me like a clam. I don't have a clam in real life. Or a beaver, but I have, just my bean. Oh my God, I remember some of these people, the memories. Right, Sam? I'm telling you, there's some people who've been in here forever. So anyway, I go to the doctor and I go, you know what? I think I need a reverse Viking eagle. Hi, Huggy, you look beautiful. Thank you, Stacy. Hi, Sunshine. So anyway, I go in to I'm looking beautiful. Thank you so much, Shannon. Hi, Dwayne. Wow, that's long. Does it go to your navel? No, it just goes to the bottom of my sternum. Yeah, where's Huge Ass? Hi, Ainsley. How are you? Hi, Ryan. I know, Lisa. Where's Huge Ass? Is Huge Ass in here? Okay, so anyway, I go to emergency. I go, you know what? Because, my real doctor wouldn't see me till the 24th of this month. Can you believe it? I don't know what's going on with medicine in this country, but you can't even get in to see your doctor. So I found out why from the surgeons. They said, well, you know what, the doctors at the, just like your family practice doctors, they are completely overrun by people. And, in California, we have kind of like a socialized medicine. It's called California Care. It's Obamacare. And that's what I have to use. I'm thankful for it, but I'm going to tell you, it's shit. I mean, come on. If we're gonna have free medical, you know what? Make it right. It's like people don't want it. It's so terrible. But anyway, so it's the offices are overrun. There's no chairs to sit down. It's bad. So anyway, I decided, you know what? I need to go. Your primary for 3 to 6. Yep, you're in Ventura. Gorgeous as always. Thank you, Sue. So anyway, hi, Becky. It's the same in the UK. You can't see anyone. Oh my God, they always talk about how wonderful the medical is in the UK. Oh, it's like a model. That scar is a beautiful symbol of your victimhood. Oh, trust me. I'm now a heart attack survivor, and I am now an open surgery heart procedure survivor. Triple bypass, in fact. You know, I didn't get the quadruple. I've heard of quadruple. I didn't, so there is still one box to check above the one I've checked. But listen, so I have a scar like yours on my side. I just had a partial nephrectomy. What the hell? Not nephrectomy. What's that? Your face looks younger. You know what? I'll tell you. I do feel a lot better. Okay, a lot better. My skin tone, everything is different. Like, my heart is now working properly, and I'm getting all the blood that I need everywhere. Oh, it's a kidney. Oh, that's awful, dear. So, hi Wilson in Chicago. So anyway, so I go to the emergency room saying, you know what? I've been having breathing problems, and I've been using a Primatene Mist inhaler, and it's been working. Like, it clears up my lungs and I can breathe. So they go, okay, well, let's check you out. They check me out. Then they go, let's give you an EKG. So I get an EKG, and then the whoever gave it to me said, the nurse, I'll be right back. Brings a doctor to me, and the doctor said, you have had a heart attack. And I'm like, when did I have that? When did I have a heart attack? With the NHS, there is a huge waiting list for the most basic procedures. Dreadful. So glad you're okay. Well, you know what? Gagging for it. Just go to emergency. Start crying, and you'll instantly get attention. Or say you've had a heart attack, and then they'll put you through. But then they'll probably throw you in the waiting room for a long time. But glad you went to the hospital and didn't ignore the warning signs. Me too. Hi, Desiree. Oh my God, Divine Waters fan. How are you, darling? Howdy. Hi, Tia. Oh my God. So glad you're okay. Thank you. Hoggy, did you get the plastic valve or a pig valve? Okay, so they told me that. Oh, yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up. Did I get a mechanical heart? Well, listen, I had a heart attack. It was a blood clot. My lungs were effed up because of it, right? You look really good. I had California care after I lost my job. It sucked, but now I'm on Medicare. I also moved to Oregon, and it's not bad. Oh, awesome. I really like Oregon. I do. You're having the same symptoms. I'm trying to get into the doctor. I have panic attacks really bad, and you can't breathe. Darling, you know what? And fragrances were bothering me. Okay, so in the UK, that doesn't work. It's all free in the UK, and the waits are so bad. Okay, sounding trumpet, you had a tummy tuck. My goodness. Did you have like a sagging belly? What was going on? Hey, Hoggy. Thank you, Ash. I missed you. I missed everybody. Okay. Hi, Kim. I'm glad you're here, too. Okay. So, they said, ma'am, you've had a heart attack. And I went, what? I didn't even feel it. And they said, it looks like it was a while ago, and it's been a long heart attack. And I just sat there and started thinking. I went, well, I guess I haven't felt well in a while. And I thought maybe just because of my weight. Hi, Sancheesy. So are you now truly Hogatha with your hog heart? Listen, okay, I'll get to that. Okay. So then they admit me right to the hospital. And I felt really bad because I sat in the waiting room for about 10 minutes with a bunch of minorities. Oh, thank you, TYS Handmade Soup. Oh, that's really sweet of you. Thank you. I recommend to see the film Men as a recovery celebration. I recommend to see the film Men as a recovery I don't know what that is. What's a film Men? I remember Men on Films. Hi, Jess. Hi, Wilson. I've been to Chicago. I went to the Willits Tower. And I've been to Ed DeBevick's. Oh, thank you, Donnie. Okay, listen. Oh, yeah, my scar cleavage. So I'll tell you. So what happened was, they put me in the lobby with all of the minorities. But the thing is, see, that's all about perspective because I was actually the minority. So I don't know why I was looking around and going, oh my God, all the minorities. I was the only one of me. So I was an extreme minority, not just a minority, but an extreme minority. And just same thing with all the healthcare. They were all not me. And I'm like, my God, am I going to get treated well? I got treated like a queen. So what they did was they came through the doors and they go, Hogatha Sisti? I go, yes, that's me. They go, you may come right in. I sat there maybe 10 minutes. And there were people, brown people, who were in the waiting room moaning and moaning. And I'm like, is this real? Are they acting? I don't know. And I could tell that the healthcare was really annoyed. They were very annoyed with it. Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Cheryl. Yes, I live in California. You just discovered me on TikTok, Nicholas? Yes, thank you. Karen, you like my glasses? Thank you. Justice, yes. Thank you, Half Pint. You love my wig? Thank you so much. I put a little barrette in it. But it was being a little cute today, you know. So anyway, lesbians are the utmost minority today, Hoggy, right? You know, and I don't know if they could just tell I'm a lesbian. They didn't ask me. Gagging for it. My hairdo is everything. Thank you so much. I really never usually style my hair, do I? Glam ham. Let's be honest. There's not many like you. That's right, Sanchezi. And you know what? I didn't hear much English. Let me just say that. But anyway, they were very respectful to me, even though I was an extreme minority. So I can tell you that St. Bernardine's Hospital is not racist, okay? They didn't hold my race against me. Do I have PayPal? I don't know if I have PayPal. Thank you, Karen. So, anyway, what they did was they ushered me right in, and I felt really bad because there were women in there that, oh, Dios, Dios. Oh. You know, I started to feel like I was in a telenovela. Just the way these, I'm glad you didn't ask or the surgeon would have killed you. What are you talking about, Joanne? Oh, my surgeon was Persian. And he had hairy knuckles, but he was really old and he was very steady. Thank you, Chrissy. Stacy, was Marquina allowed to be with you? She was. But I'm going to tell you, the thing is, they didn't even, you know, I went in there and they shaved my pubic hair. And Marquina got really angry about that. Because she loves my pubic hair. I mean, the bigger the bush, the better as far as Marquina is. And I've been growing this bush for 52 years now. So, you know, it was all virgin hair. And it was huge. And so Marquina just didn't like it. It's like my little bean is exposed now. And, you know, she doesn't like it. And I've lost weight in my fupa. So the bean, you could see just the little tip of the bean. But not the whole bean. I have PSVT and I always go right back. I feel bad too. Why? What's that? Been catching you on TikTok. What a riot. Oh, thank you so much, Melissa. You know what? I do have fun on TikTok. But I get banned all the time. Hi, Hope. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Why did they do that? It was your heart. But they had to, like, run things up my legs and stuff. Well, what they did at first, they did an exam. You guys, you notice my eyebrows doing a little differently. My eyebrows are doing a little differently. A little more natural. Like that. Should I go to the Depp Heard trial on Tuesday or what? You should, Lisa, and go live. Can tell you've lost weight. Looking good. You know what? I was retaining a lot of water. Nicholas says, you should be live on TikTok too now. Yeah, but I can't. I don't have a virtual background for that. I got to get one. Heart rate. Mine runs 130 to 150 minutes. For a cardiac cath, that's probably why. Yes. But I'm going to tell you. Yeah, I got a little burn. I was outside. It's some rosaceous coming back too. But you know what? Okay, so first they do a procedure where they run like a scope up my wrist. And they go in and look at your heart and stuff. Do you know that they told, and they go, if we find anything, we'll put a little stent in there to open up your vein or whatever. They said we could do 2, maybe 3. Okay? I said, okay. So they knock me out, do all the stuff, wake up, and they go, ma'am, you actually have 9 blockages. 9. And I'm like, what? You aren't supporting Ukraine and the pride flag? Do you hate them? Rusty, you know what? There's yellow. Wait, where's my finger? There's yellow and there's blue. You know, just put them together. They won't ever go through my wrist. Well, maybe it's because they can't. I don't know. Because they told me, because they prepared me to go up my leg too, up the groin. They go, we're preparing, and I don't know. I just think they were interested in seeing me naked. Because really, why? What does that say on top of your screen? You know what? It's some Arabic stuff. I don't know. I just, you know, I support everything. You know, so whatever that says, I support it. You know? And so, anyway, what the F? Never heard of 9 stints. No, that's why they didn't give it to me. Did you have a widowmaker? Well, darling, I'd be dead. Okay, so what happened was, they then wake me up and they go, ma'am, you have 9 stents. You need open heart surgery. And I'm like, I just came in here for an inhaler so I could breathe. What the hell's going on? What, am I dying or something? They said when you walked in here, only 5% of your heart was working. And we're absolutely shocked at how well you were behaving and being so happy. I'm like, what? Well, you know what? Must have a really good, strong heart. If 5% was still... I mean, I'm a morbidly obese woman. But that's why my lungs were doing that. My body actually... I went in just in time. So then they told me, and not only that, they did an echocardiogram. Okay. They said there was a large portion of my heart that was actually dead. It was like, it was hard. And it wasn't moving. Did I get a baboon heart? No. But then they also said, and your valve is leaking. So I'm laying in bed and I'm like, I want to go home. I want to go get some pizza or something. It's like, you guys, whenever they tell you, you're not even prepared for it. You're like, what? I just am having some asthma or COPD symptoms. Then they explained to me that your heart kind of is like, keeps everything going. If your heart stops or slows down, so does everything else. So my lungs actually weren't working properly. Okay. So I was accurate. My lungs were bad, but it was the heart causing it. So yes, Jenny, I caught it in time. I did. Hogatha, you're the reason I just had a heart checkup. Really, Micah? Good for you, and I hope it was fine. So, yeah, my valve was leaking. You know, Sancheesi, they never talked about the anal leakage. And I probably should have asked them, can you fix that? I mean, I'm under anyway, and I'm in the hospital. Maybe tighten up my bottom, maybe, to, you know, so I could fully clench. You know what I mean? You got cleavage now, right? Hi, Martin Young. How are you? Thank you, Tia, Forever Blonde. So anyway, it had zero buildup. Good for you, dear. Martin, you have a new dog. Does it like peanut butter? You're not using peanut butter with that dog, are you? I hope not. I had cardiac arrest and 35% of my heart works and have heart failure. Well, see, that's the thing is once John's first heart attack, they told him his heart was spitting. See, mine, okay, in the valve, that's what was happening, Susan. But what they did was we're going to go, and then they said, do you want a cow valve or do you want a mechanical valve? And I'm like, what? I don't want an animal part in me. You know what, Derailed? I agree. I couldn't be happier with my incision. Seriously. I mean, it couldn't be any better, right? A cow? What, is it because I'm a cow? Yep. She is called Nova and is a Labrador. Is she black lab or golden lab? So I started doing some research on the valves, right? Because I'm not stupid. I'm not a stupid woman. The tip of my heart is dead, unfortunately. Oh my God, you're lucky. Oh my God. Emlo Charmer. God, I hope. Oh, a golden one, Martin. You got a golden Labrador. Figures, you're a racist. Anyway, is she 1% black lab? Well, I'm good. It's always nice to have a new dog, Don't the mechanical valves make noise? Right, Elisa. I did research, and is that an anal valve? Listen, so I did some research, and I go, mechanical? And I go, you know what? Am I going to hear that? And yes, people have reported you can hear the valve. Tell people it's your Vietnam scar. Be proud. No, I don't mind it at all. Oh, Martin says the dog is 2% black. DR, what's my prognosis now? Okay. So after I did all that, they tried to pull the ventilator out of me after surgery. Oh, so they did a triple bypass. They ended up doing a triple bypass and basically bypassing my clogged veins. Okay, so I have big, strong veins now, pumping blood to where it needs to go. They have discovered that my heart did come back, the dead stuff. They don't know how much yet, but when I left the hospital, it was at 35%. Okay. And they honestly, they're very honest with me. They don't know if it will come back. They don't know. And I told them, I go, you know what? Just tell me the truth. I'm not a big baby. I'm really not. I mean, if they could have told me you're dying, and I would have been okay with it. It's like, you know what? I don't want to play games. Just tell me, So anyway, am I on Coumadin now? No, I'm on lisinopril, and I'm on some other stuff. And aspirin. 60 slower child. Your mom had a pig valve. They didn't offer me a pig valve. They only offered me a cow one. And maybe it's because I'm bigger. And so maybe big girls get like the cow valve. I don't know. Are you on Entresto? I am on the generic version of Entresto because they were going to charge me $400 a month for that stuff. Even with Obamacare. I'm like, no, why would you? I'm on Obamacare. Why would you give me that? Give me the generic. Oh, okay. Which is, I think, lisinopril. Anyway, hi, Raquel. Does heart disease run in your family? Yes. Yes. A relative of mine died at 57. He dropped dead in the middle of the desert of a heart attack. 57. He was, he lived an unhealthy lifestyle. I mean, I'll be honest about it. Love you, Hoggy, from Southwest Detroit, Mexican town. Oh, Gino Rivera. Do you know Jenny Rivera? How do you feel with the... No, so anyway. No, listen. So what they did was they went in, they did the triple bypass. And they said there was a chance you don't need the valve replacement. Apparently, once they went in there and they rerouted my heart, veins, and all that crap, bypassed everything, they decided, yes, it is a blood pressure medicine. But I'm on some other stuff. I now take 7 medications. I didn't take any before. So except when I had my venereal diseases, I would take them. But that's been a long time. Me and Marquina, we don't go out on each other. You know what I mean? So this was back when I was a whore and I was a hetero. So anyway, so glad you're okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Divine Waters fan. So anyway, once they went in there, and I picked the cow valve. In the end, I picked the cow valve. Okay. Because I didn't want the mechanical one. I didn't. And they said, now, I think they said Marquina, didn't they say the mechanical one lasts longer?
Yes.
And I didn't care. They said, 20 years maybe? 15, 20 years. And I said, you know what? And they agreed with me. Go ahead, you should get they agreed it should be the cow one. So anyway, I said cow, but once they went in there, they said once they rerouted everything, that the valve wasn't leaking anymore. So maybe it was leaking because maybe backup pressure from the clogs. I don't know. But I trust them. I now take 4 heart tablets a day. Really? Hi, Dick. Never limp. How are you? Chrissy, hey, I missed you too, darling. Why did they recommend the cow one? Because they said it's easy to replace. That they wouldn't have to do our open heart again, but they would have to replace the mechanical. They said they actually can take the valve and do it laparoscopically. And they wouldn't have to break open everything. But if you do... Yes, Susan, backup pressure. Yep. So they didn't have to replace my valve. So that's good. No valve. And what else? I mean, I don't know if I could ever, ever accept knowing there's a piece of a cow in me. Hog, have you ever had a run-in with monkeypox? Yes. On Instagram, I posted a picture of my genitals. I do have lesions, but it might not be monkeypox. But anyway, but Marquina says it tastes like blue cheese. I don't know. She went down and looked at it and sniffed it and licked it. And she goes, yeah, it kind of tastes like blue cheese. But it was a little itchy and sore. But the lesions are they're almost like blisters. I don't know. They're going down. So no, I have no valve, but I do have a triple bypass. And when they tried to wake me up and pull the thing out, and I guess I didn't do too well. And they actually had to knock me out for another day. And Marquina and Gladys and Marquina's mother, they were very worried. They were worried. And they were always there by my bedside. I felt very loved and taken care of. So anyway, very scary, that's right. But anyway, I woke up to having no pubic hair, and I had a tube in my bean. And I'm like, what is this? And so I look down. What's that on the green screen? Oh, Raquel, yes, it's the pride flag. Listen, the pride flag. Black Lives Matter, the fist. This is for black and brown people. This is for trans people. And this is for China. And anarchy. And I have no idea what that means, but I know it's good and I trust it because I support everything. Marquina's doing great. I'll tell you. So my first day home, I'm going to skip some, but I'll go back. Marquina, yes, there was a tube in my bean, Shauna. And I'm like, what? Did they fondle me when I was under? I just felt very filthy and gross at that moment. Marquina hurt her back a little bit. Well, not a little bit. She's been limping around for a while now. And it kind of started when she helped me up off of the couch. My daughter is a quarter native, so I'm not racist. That's right. You can't be racist. If you have bred or currently are having sex with a person that's not white, you're not racist. Those are just the rules. I mean, come on. Mara says that monkeypox is actually shingles that are renamed monkeypox. Gino says, we all love you dearly. I know this all is too much for hardworking white women. By the way, my fupa collapsed. Really? Did it collapse over your genitals or what? Oh, love you, Karen. Thank you. Do you feel better since... Yes, Raquel, I'll tell you. I instantly... You know how, over time, you could feel bad and not know it. Did I apply for SSDI? I did qualify for a temporary disability for 60 days for $50 a week. What am I going to do? Get half a tank of gas a week? Thank you, Randy. The tube in your bean was a catheter to allow your... Yes. But you know what? Preciosa? They kept that in there for a long time. It was like a week. And they would come and check on it. I'm like, do you just want to look at my body? What is going on? And then, how about your chronic fatigue syndrome? You know what? Did you have an addictomy? No, never. A dick never limp. I would never do that. I like my bean. Hog, what if you started growing tusks? You know what? If I grew tusks, it was meant to be. Maybe I'll bejewel them. Bedazzle them. Oh, yes, Carlos. Thank you so much for bringing up the sponge bath. Okay. First of all, I'm going to tell you, I lost weight in my butt, and sitting down hurts my butt now. I'm not used to it. Chrissy says, I wonder if they flicked your bean while you were unconscious. Hogs, can you say how much it costs? I'm from the UK, so intrigued. I really don't know. I have no idea how much it costs. How long was I in the hospital after surgery? I went on the 10th, and when did I come out, Marquina?
21st.
And I came out on the 21st. 11 days I was in the hospital. And I'm going to tell you, I remember the second time they pulled out that ventilator thingy. That was awful. I don't know if any of you have been awake to get that in and out. Oh. They are giving trans $400 a month in Cali, aren't they? I think Palm Springs is doing something like that. It's just a city. It's a city thing. Ugh. Not all women have a bean. Show more respect. Please read Hoggy. I really, really want you to hear this. Please read. Those meds you're on taking time to get used to. So if you're feeling out of sorts, it's... No, you know what? No, Desiree? I feel great. Like, I'm a really good medicine taker. I don't feel anything. But somebody... my friend had 6 bypasses. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Direxican. Are you talking about the Kaylee show on TikTok? She is so jealous of you. I don't know if any of you follow the Kaylee show on TikTok. My God. I had no idea. Like, apparently she made a video of me and I didn't even see it. People told me about it. And I'm like, I used to watch Kaylee. I mean, I watched it secretly. I never would say who I am or what I was. But then one time she said something. First of all, Kaylee is a trans woman, but has a full beard like a ZZ Top band member. Like full-on beard, looks like a lumberjack, but I know he's probably morbidly obese. And that's fine. I mean, I'm morbidly obese too. And I'm like, I went on the show and I said something. And she didn't like it, and then she blocked me. And then she said I was transphobic. I'm all, what? She goes, well, aren't you trans? I said, no, I never said I was trans. She goes, you're transphobic. I go, no, I'm not. Yeah, just because I'm not. Well, what are you doing? I go, oh, so you look at me and you see a trans woman. What, I can't just be a woman? I've never said, and you guys know, I've never said I'm a trans woman. Ever have I ever said. I say I'm a woman. I was a misgendered woman. I was a woman since birth, but I was misgendered by the doctor, and the doctor said I was a man, or I was a boy. So when I got older, that's when I decided to live as my true gender. In her lives now, she's obsessed with talking about you. It's so sad. Seriously? What Kaylee doesn't know is I have 2 TikToks, so I could still watch her. But I'll never tell her. It's so sad, really? Why? She has a good audience. She has a good show. She has a good thing going on. I don't know why she's obsessed with me. But anyway. Okay, so. Finally, I'm done. I'm such a strong human being. Thank you. Who is she? Divine Waters fan. Her name is, it's the Kaylee Show on TikTok. She's a big, I believe she's a woman. I do. Okay. I believe she's a woman. But she's a very large, hairy man who does have a softer voice, but says things like, I don't owe you a feminine aesthetic. I'm a woman if I say I'm a woman. You know what I mean? And some people might think it's a gag. I don't. I believe her. I believe all women. She thinks anyone who doesn't have her opinion is phobic. Well, that's kind of like how a lot of people are. If you disagree with somebody who doesn't look like you, all of a sudden you're racist. It's like, honey, stupid people and dumb people and wrong people come in all colors. Billy Dean says she may not be a lady, but she's all woman. That's right. How are you, Billy Dean? Glad to see you, dear. So anyway, so I'm in the hospital recovering, and I'll tell you, I had great help. It didn't matter what race they were great. Although, I am upset that the doctors were all either older men, and they all seem to be, and tell me if I'm wrong, Marquina, they tended to be Middle Eastern.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Now, I was offended. I defended you and she blocked me. Are you kidding? Dante Mitchell, how are you? Hi, Randy. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Patricia. How are you, dear? I worked with a girl named Kaylee. Oh, I missed it. Am I Team Johnny or Team Amturd? You know what? I'm going to tell you, and a lot of people will probably... I think she's a toxic female. You know, they always talk about toxic men. I think she's a toxic female. I really do. I do. And you know what? I could say that. My dad's cardiologist is Middle Eastern. I'm going to tell you, I honestly wanted my surgeon to be a really fat, happy, ghetto, sassy black woman. And I was really upset that I didn't see one doctor like that. And I'm thinking, you know what? This hospital's racist. I mean, come on. Are you telling me that there aren't any obese, sassy black women cardiologists? Come on. And there were no homosexuals. I saw no lesbian doctors. I saw no, flamboyant gay men doctor cardiologists. Why is that? It's because they're throwing away their applications. That's why. Oh, Emilio, how are you? Kaylee is obese and went off when her maintenance man told her she needed to clean her toilet. I could imagine what her toilet looks like. Hoggies, your diet changed. I'm going to be honest with you. It did. And the more I'm recovering, the more my appetite is coming back. And I don't like that. She made a video about it. I got to look at it. So anyway, in Boston, they're all Chinese or Indian. Yeah, ours are all kind of Arabic. You know, one of them had a towel on their head, too. You know, not a towel, a turban. I shouldn't say a towel. Hi, Marie. So, but you guys know me. I'm not judgmental, and I felt very safe. Very safe. Although I do wish that I had a flamboyant little twink gay man as a cardiologist. You know, a West Hollywood gay. Hog, ask your doctor about Ozempic. It kills your appetite. Really? Oh, is that the one the commercial goes, Ozempic? Same here in New York. They're all Indians and Chinese. I told Kaylee how much I loved you, and she called me a bigot. Really? You know, I have no hate for Kaylee. I don't. All the lesbians are men now, and all the gay men are women. I'm going to tell you, there was only one. Now, I live in a town that really has a lot of black people in it. It really does. I only encountered one black person in it. Marquina, you remember that?
What's that?
They only employed one black person.
Where?
It was at the hospital.
I saw two.
Did you? But I think
they were both transport. There was the one.
They were transport. Oh, you're right.
The sassy show out lady.
Yeah. Oh.
And her little friend
and
that transported you to the 6.
I loved her friend, but yeah, she had like a little afro, like really cut short, and she bleached it blonde. But you know what she said to me? I got out of ICU, and it was their job to kind of wheel me around. Yes, I've been on it for 3 months. I've lost 18 pounds. Oh, but what kind of medication is Ozempic? Hoggy, did you happen to have... Yes, I had high cholesterol. Oh, what are gas prices in our area? You know what? I'm not going to exaggerate. Okay, I could get... Now, I have to put premium in my car. If I go to Costco, it's about... Was it $5.79, Marquina?
Yes.
$5.79 at Costco. And if I go to a regular gas station, It's like $5.99. Okay. It's for diabetics. Oh, okay. I actually go to the doc. They told me I was diabetic when I was in there. Hi, Susan Lopez. They told me, oh my God, a twink cardiologist. No, they're all in the club, not medical school, right, Desiree? What? You know what? But you know they probably don't feel comfortable. But we were in LA yesterday. There are places where it's like over $7. But I don't know if this happens in just California, but everywhere. If you get gasoline right off the freeway, it's expensive. If you can go to the interior of the city, basically the further away you get from the freeway, the cheaper the gas gets. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. $4.29 here. In Bullhead City, you're paying $4.29. Is that for premium, Billy? Yeah,
In Bullhead?
Yes.
Holy shit!
I don't know if it's premium or not.
Oh.
What's a twink? I'll tell you. MLO. Is it MLO? What? Gas there is $4.70. God, you guys are paying $1 less than what we're paying. A twink is a little skinny, flamboyant gay guy who gets Botox and lip fillers. That's what they're doing now. You know, and they're really little. They're skinny. For regular Billy Dean. Same for fuel here in the UK. But you guys pay by liters, don't you? Now, isn't like 4 liters a gallon? Am I right, Marquina?
I think so.
4 liters a gallon. Hi, Mark. Yeah, but basically, I had a quarter of a tank, and I went to fill up at Costco. It was $5.79, and it was $94 to put gas in my tank to fill it up. Gas in the UK is $1.85 for a liter. Is that for pounds? You pay a pound, 4 quarts or a gallon. Oh. Yeah, a twink is like the gayest gay person. They're annoying. I mean, some are pretty to look at, but you know what? They're kind of like a woman with a penis. You know. But yet they don't want to be women. You know what I mean? They still look like boys, but very like metrosexuals. You know what I mean? That's a word you don't hear anymore, metrosexual.
Metrosexuales.
Yeah.
Those are the Mexican ones.
The Mexican ones are what?
They're metrosexuales.
Heterosexuales. Carlos, you stink. Go shower. I thought all the gays worked in the psychiatric units because that's where their friends are. I'm going to tell you, I think all of them are working. They give the sponge baths to the men. No, okay, so I had 2 sponge baths while I was in the hospital, and that really humiliated me because one of them was Asian. It was an Asian man, and I thought, you know what? I only, and you guys, and you're going to think it's for the wrong reasons. You're automatically going to think I'm bad. But I didn't want a person of color to give me a sponge bath. I only wanted a white person. And it's not because I'm racist. It's because I don't want people to think. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. What reeks of white privilege even more than to have a person of color bathe you? I mean, how humiliating it is for them to have to just cater to and take care of a white person. Hi, silly redheads. How are you, darling? How's your neck of the woods doing? So, and you know what? Back in the day, all the twinks like shopped at like Abercrombie and Fitch and like things like that. You know what I mean? Because they could fit in like the little clothes. Twinks go out of their way to be annoying, right, Billy? I bet he touched your bean. No, and that's the funny thing. He put like a little cloth over my bean, and I'm like, well, and it's so funny. A man bathing a lesbian, shocking. Sis, they put anything in your butt? They didn't. They didn't, and I didn't really poop for a week. I didn't poop for a week. They said, before you leave, you're going to have to poop. And I finally did. Hog, what's your A1C? I don't know. Oh!
It was a 4. You were below that.
It was a 4. And they think... An 8. They think it... Hi, Anthony. How are you, dear? So anyway, what they did was they started treating me for diabetes. Because I was diabetic. Michael Zemba, how are you? How's it going? And you know what, Michael? I don't want to put you on a rotisserie. Should I even bring that up, Marquina?
No.
Okay. Oh, silly red. Silly redhead, thank you. Thank you, Russell. I missed you. Should have I even said anything? Okay, anyway. Don't take metformin. I'm not on it. Thank you so much, silly redhead. You're so sweet. No, listen. So they were giving me insulin, but they were saying they it was so low. There were times I wouldn't get it. Half the time they wouldn't give me anything. It was just a little elevated over 100, and they said as you get better, we think your diabetes stuff will get better. As soon as I get over this stuff, and they started not even giving me anything at all. Then they said just see your primary doctor, and they will. Okay, Michael, and they said they will treat me for it, but I couldn't get it. I go in on the 24th, so they'll treat me for diabetes if I even have it. What type 1 or 2? I think 2. That could be from steroids if they were giving them to you. I don't know if they were giving me. I once had a ghetto white guy at a woman's clinic tell me not to douche. Imagine the ghetto voice. Remember, don't douche, he said. Well, what? How come he doesn't want you to douche? I mean, I don't think... I mean, it's not really common, is it? I mean, you just do it if you have to. So, anyway. Yeah, so I find out in 2 days if I have to get on diabetes medicine. You'll be fine. Just change your diet. Metformin heart med killed my aunt. Really? Yeah, I'm not on that. I'm not on that. So anyway, he's bathing me. And I'm going to be honest with you. I honestly thought, what's the point? Like, he basically took a wet wipe and he just wiped my arms and my legs. It's like, you didn't even wipe in the stinky areas. Not that I didn't want him to. But it's like, why wouldn't you wipe my butt? You know, I mean, it you know, the cheeks are together. You know what I mean? It's going to get a little moist and stuff. Why wouldn't you wipe my butt crack? And why wouldn't you wipe around my bean? And, you know, and I have fat thighs and I have folds in there. And it's like, you're not even, it's almost like you're just doing this to make me think you're caring for me. And I'm really shocked because I thought Asians were a little more thorough. But he was very Americanized and he was a little chubby. And so I knew, oh, you're not really an authentic Asian. Can't believe you look so beautiful today. Thank you, Maddie. Can't believe you won't wipe your bean. Right? It's like you're not even getting the dirty areas. So anyway, are you allowed to drink coffee? I drink very little coffee. Like, I drank 1 cup today, and I have, you know, maybe once a week I drink a cup. Right. I'm having no more mukbang, Juke. I don't want to be annoying by continuing to message you, but I've missed your lives on TikTok, and I'm glad. Quick recovery. Thank you so much, Stephen. You're not annoying. You can, you know, I just can't read everything. But thank you so much. So, I would have wiped your crack and bean. You know what? And didn't even wipe.
How nice.
Juke says American Asian. Useless. Your sponge bath didn't get a happy ending. No, Mark, there was no bean flicking. Hog, I was really so worried about you. It's so weird. It's like I freaking personally know you. Emilio, I do have that effect on people. And I always have. People always say, you know what, you remind me of my cousin, my sister. It's like, people always say, you seem so familiar to me, even though I don't know you. Love you, Hog. Glad you're up and about. I am. And I'm going to tell you, today is really the first day where I almost feel 100%. Like, I'm up and doing stuff, and I'm watering my orchids. But I'll tell you, the thing that bothered me was I have to sleep on my back for a while because the bones need to heal right here. And I guess it takes, honestly, after 60 days, you're 80% healed. And some people say you're not even fully 100% for almost 2 years. But I'll tell you what they did was, okay, so they cut it open here, then they sawed open the bone. To put the bone together, they basically sew you up with wire. Like there's crisscrosses of wire underneath here. And then they get the soft tissue, the muscle, and then they stitch it up with cat gut. And then the skin right here, they put it together and glue it. They cracked my sternum. Did they oh, not what, on accident, Chrissy? They did it on accident? Because they don't have to go up there, do they? Maddie says it's making him moist. Is Huge Ass in here? What about Silver Butt Hunter Top? I love your flag. It has a fist of oh, look at that. No, that's the Black Lives Matter. Joanne Nelson. Yes, Joanne Nelson got me an orchid. Yes, got to give her credit for that orchid. So, can't forget that. Jenny Craig, Jessica Simpson. So anyway, what happened? Oh, okay. So then, and this I didn't mind at all. Then I got another sponge bath in a couple days from a white woman named Jessica. And I don't know what was, me and Marquina just made an observation. Now, I had a wonderful nurse named Alma. She was wonderful. I loved her. And she was very thorough, but a little rough around the edges. Like, she kind of talked like this and talked really fast. And she told me, Marquina, what did she say about Mexican food? I eat at home.
She likes to eat Mexican food because she's Mexican.
I like to eat Mexican food because I'm Mexican. And I'll tell you, I didn't even ask. I don't care. Like, you're obviously a Latina. And and I know she was Mexican just because I'm familiar with Mexicans. And I'm like, who cares? Like, we don't have to talk about your race. We don't have to do that. Oh, Marquina got a phone call. Anyway, like, we don't have to talk about that, dear. I love Mexican food, too. We live in the same city. We eat at the same places. Hoggy is definitely back, right, Emilio? And it's like, dear...
Hold on.
Oh, it's Michael. Marquina's friend Michael called. Okay, anyway. I'm like, who cares, darling? You want me to go down the list of what I am? And I want to tell her, you may be Mexican, but you know what? You're a lot more than you think. Because that Spanish blood probably has a lot more of more European blood. Because, you're definitely not, Aztec or Mayan. You're very fair. So, you got a big injection of European in that Spanish blood. Anyway, I read once that you'll never sleep on your site again after... You know what, Funkmeyer? You like the gay fisting flag? No, it's the BLM fisting flag. Yes, John, I'm better. She was just reminding you of your privilege. It's like, right, Joanne? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Anyway, it's like, I never met people that are so impressed with themselves. Oh my God, a Mexican living in Southern California. How weird. But anyway, so, what happened? But she was nice and wonderful. But you know what? She knew exactly what she was doing. I felt very comfortable with her. But she had like a hard, heavy hand. Am I on Instagram? Not right now, L. I have corn tortillas here in Mexican Town, Detroit, right? I mean, I'll tell you, where I live, you find more varieties of tortillas than bread. I mean, come on. Did you have fans that recognized you? I work as a maid in a hospital in Florida, and if I saw you, I'd freak out. Nobody knew who I was. I didn't have my hair on. Okay, was there a lot of people in the hospital while you were there hurrying to get their abortions before they were... Susan, no. They were all at Planned Parenthood doing that. I can go for tortillas. Do they use new sponges on each person? They didn't even use a sponge on me. This is what they use. But it's for the body. They use this. And they just wipe me down. It's like, you know what? You're just doing this because you have to write on my chart that I got a bath. You're not really digging in there. Well, the girl Jessica. Now, Jessica was pretty, but you know me. I'm partial. I like big black women. But she was this really thin white woman. Very precise. Now, see, I liked Alma for what she did, but I liked for what Jessica did too. Jessica could precisely communicate with me. And it has nothing to do with Spanish or English, because Alma spoke perfect English. But Jessica had more command of the English language and wasn't so slang. Hi, Wesley. Hi, Belinda. You know what I mean? So I could really speak to Jessica, and we had really good communication. Hi, Desiree. What the F? Ken, good to see you return. Many prayers. Thank you so much. So Jessica was very nice. I liked Jessica. I only had her once. But she was very precise and really knew exactly how to talk to me. And I don't know. Maybe it's a white thing. I don't know. But anyway, I really felt comfortable with her. But I loved Alma. I'm not taking anything away from Alma. She was mostly my nurse in ICU. She knew everything. I mean, she was very... I wouldn't... If I had to go back, I would say, yeah, give me Alma. But anyway, they should have been attending to your white privilege. They should have a bucket and a washcloth. Right, Emilio? Something. Like an ivory bar, a soap of ivory soap, you know, a bar of ivory soap, you know. But anyway, so Jessica gives me a bath, and it's the same thing. And, you know, I was kind of hoping I got a little more from Jessica because she was pretty. No, it wasn't Jessica. It wasn't Jessica. I know what you're saying. So anyway, but with Jessica, she's a pretty blonde, very pretty and cute. So I am laying back in the bed, and you know how you do. She's washing around the bean area, but covered the bean, but never really got on the bean. I started pushing it toward her. You know how, and I've seen men do that. When you're with them, now this was when I was a heterosexual, okay, and I was with men. When you start sitting watching TV with a man, and you kind of, you're getting closer and he kind of yawns and put his arm around you. You know what I mean? He's trying to get close to you. I'm relieved to see you back. Much love. Oh, thank you, Jordan. So, and then of course, I'm a girl, as a woman, I felt, okay, he made the first move. So now I have to make the second move. So I put my hand on his leg, It's not slutty or anything, but I put bobbing that bean. So I put my hand on his leg, and then he starts positioning himself. You know what I mean? So the hand gets closer to the crotch, and it's a clear, girls, we've all been there. And it's like, he's like, no, get closer to my spot, And so I'm like, but you know what I mean? So I did that with Jessica because, I'm a lesbian. What else? And she's pretty. She's really little and stuff. And I'm like, I've never been touched like that by such a pretty blonde woman, So I start, doing what guys do. And I start, and she looks at me and I'm just kind of looking like I don't know what's going on. But there's something creepy and intimate about a sponge bath. The room was dark, just a little mood lighting on. And she's pulling out the wipies, and she opens my gown and stuff and puts a little, a modesty cloth over my bean. And, I don't know. I mean, it's Denise blocked from where? And I'm being very quiet. So, there's dead silence, and she's, wiping me down, and, she would say something once in a while, and I'd go, uh-huh. Because she's getting closer to the bean area, and it's getting a little sensitive. So I was just hoping, it's like I'm pushing as much as I can my pelvis toward her hand. But anyway, she never did. She never touched the bean. And I'm like, what's the point of the bath? You're not getting the dirty areas. So anyway... So I go through that, and then it comes time for me to get out of ICU. I was in ICU for quite a while, to be honest with you. and a little longer than I should have been. But anyway, Denise and I are needy this evening. Marquina better not be sitting on your face like it's her throne. No, you know what? Me and Marquina, we barely touch each other now. You know. In fact, the thing is, I've lost some weight, and I don't think she finds me attractive anymore. Sending much love to you, Hoggy. I'm so glad you're healing good. I am. The only thing I have right now is like a little pain on each side of here. That's it. Other than that, I now free range of motion. I can get up and down without pain. So every once in a while, but you know what? I'm saving it. I have one Norco left. They sent me home with Norcos. I got one left, and I'm saving it. You know, so I can party. You know what I mean? I'm waiting. I'm gonna do it with a couple shots before bed. Yes, Emilio, I do have pain meds. It was the Norcos. But I'll tell you, when I was in the hospital, they were giving me injections of morphine and Dilaudid. And after a while, I'm like, I've never had that before. And I'm like, wow, that's wonderful. So, they had a chart on the wall. It was great to see you driving yesterday. It wasn't bad. I do have to put myself closer to the wheel. So I drive like a T-Rex rather than like that. I have to drive kind of like this. Try not to move my upper body. It's medical heroin. Oh my God. You know what? Have your areolas swelled? You know what? I did ask the doctor. I said, while you're going to cut me open, can you just slip in some bags on my areolas? I said, I don't want the boobs bigger, just the nipples and the areola. White privilege is being given a modesty cloth instead of being thrown out onto the street after surgery to be eaten by hungry Mexican children. Hoggy. Oh, L. So they had a chart on the wall. And after I started not hurting as much. And I'm like, Alma? And she's like, yeah. I go, the pain's coming back. The pain's coming back. I go, and she goes, well, look at your chart on the wall. What number would you say you're at? And I didn't want to lie and say I was a 10. But I knew if I said I was like a 3, you know what I mean? Well, maybe you could, take it a little bit. Well, is it really that bad? Maybe, just kind of lay there. Anyway, but I'm going to tell you, I found out something valuable for all you people, okay, who go to the hospital. Now, this is California anyway. I don't know if you have to ask for pain medication. You do. And they told me that. You have to ask for it. I'm all, really? I go, I never knew that. And Alma shared that with me. I'm all, I didn't know that. She goes, yeah, we're just not going to come in and ask you if you want it. You have to ask for it. I go, well, God, that's good to know. Anyway, so she go, what level are you at? I would say, you know what? I'm at a 7, a good 7. Oh, okay, well, let's get you out of pain. So then they, and I had hoses all in me. That's the thing that really bugged me. I think I still got a bruise. But, let me see. No, my bruise is gone. I had like one in here. I had one in here. I had one in here. And I'm like, my God, why do I... Oh, and then I had tubes coming out of my chest. 2 of them. Oh my God. Right here, they had like a big port. And it had hoses in it. And it had a wire that went like this into my heart. I'm telling you, I couldn't believe it. I woke up and I went, I can't believe it. It was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. I couldn't believe it. But I'll tell you, I hope you don't have to ask for pain medication if you can't speak. In New York, you're lucky to get Tylenol. Really? As long as you only take it for a little bit after surgery like yours. Doctors ruined my life after... Really? In the UK, they give you a button to push and it delivers the sweet stuff straight to your veins. You can't just like push the button, can you? They kind of dose it out, don't they? Did I see John Waters on Gutfeld? No. I'm surprised John Waters would do Gutfeld. Oh, I gotta look for that, Divine Waters. Yeah, I had the tubes for my gallbladder surgery, but I woke up and I went, "Oh my god, there is so much attached to my body." And then there was part. Then I didn't even know there was some. First of all, they dope you up so good that it's. I after they released me a week later, I still was doped up, and then it really sits in at home. You're like, oh, yeah, I know Dilaudid or morphine for me, but I'll tell you, I actually got to the point where I was in pain. I didn't want the morphine or Dilaudid anymore. I wanted the Norcos because the pills lasted longer. Like I would get the morphine or Dilaudid in maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, this is wonderful. But after that it goes away. Yeah, docs gave me pain meds at 18, destroyed my life, and yet here we pushed the morphine button. Amanda, are you serious? So you could just be high the whole time? Oh, your dad went through the triple bypass? It looks horrible. No Norcos in Maine. The strongest you can get here is menstrual cramp medicine unless a pain specialist? Oh my god. He's seeking the new book. He's on everything. Wow, really? You've never heard of Norcos? It's hydrocodone, I think. Sweetheart, praying for more health and recovery. Thank you so much. Blessings to you, Marquina. Thank you so much. Um, but I'll tell you, instantly, I'll tell you, after, besides all that, after the surgery, I knew I felt better. I knew I felt better. And I'll tell yeah, Tylenol 3. But my coloring was ugly, everything. I really went in at the right time. And I tell you, I have a lot of energy, but I don't have a lot of endurance. But I can walk like a half mile without breathing hard. Like before you guys, I would be in here, out of breath and stuff like that. Just moving. No, I don't do that anymore. Everyone here in Florida can't get pain meds, so they go to the methadone clinic. You know what? Here, we probably can go to Mexico and from what I understand, you can go into Tijuana, just over the border, and get whatever you want. Like, there's a lot of stuff right over the counter. When I had pancreatitis in November, they gave all the pain medicines I wanted. Yeah, what's with you people in different states? Are you just really not that in pain, really? Thank God you caught it when you did. Right, Robin? No, really. I did. I went at the right time. I mean, people in my life, Gladys, Marquina, they kept, go to the doctor. Gladys was like, you know what? Why don't you make an appointment? I'll go with you. It's like, I'm not a little girl. I don't need you to hold my hand, Gladys. But, yeah, I went at the right time. I have a pain pump installed under my skin with continuous meds all the time. My God, Kathy. Oh, hi, Liz. How are you, dear? Yeah, I'm so glad I'm better, too. That was the best thing I did. And you know what? But I'm going to tell you what I don't like. My appetite is really coming back. I did, Emilio. I did have that problem for a while. That's what the doctor said. Yeah, I don't, it was, the doctor said I had a long heart attack a while ago. Sorry, Hogatha. I know you're discussing how your surgery went, but I have to say this. We tried going live months ago and we couldn't connect. Not sure if you remember me. I'm the correctional officer. It'd be an honor to go live with you at some point. I literally... Oh! I do remember that. Oh, that's right. It didn't work. It's probably because my computer's so slow. I have a fairly new computer. I just didn't get, like, the most memory and all that stuff. Because it will even freeze now if I do too much. I have to make sure everything's closed. Yeah, we can go live at some point. Kathy said hook it up, and they did. Was it scary once you saw... Yes, Emilio, I did not expect it. I go, wait a minute. I came in here for an inhaler. What are you talking about? I'm not prepared to go to the hospital. They go, we're admitting you. You're not going home. I went, my God. Hoggy, what led to the bypass? 9 blockages in my heart. And they couldn't unclog it or put stents all over. Yeah, where's Sheriff Hunter? Yeah, Sheriff Hunter's not here. Adam and Dale isn't here. Where's Elizabeth? Where's Pink Flamingo? She's not here. Huge Ass isn't here. And Silver Butt Hunter Top isn't here. Was it? Yeah, the EKG is what told them. Is what told them that I had a heart attack. I was just shocked. Oh, I gotta tell you this. I had a physical therapist, okay? I hated her. Like, I literally could not stand her. I know, yeah. So, oh my God. 9 blockages, such a Sagittarius, right? And you guys, you know me. I eat. I'm a big girl, and I like to eat. And, so my whole life I'm eating, without any regard for anything. You know what I mean? I'm living life. I'm here to live life. Well, I'm literally now given a second chance, so I got to be some careful. Puss ASMR, how are you, dear? You guys, you really got to follow Puss. She's hilarious. Oh, wow, thank God you caught that. That's a blessing, right, Raquel? Sucks. I have a stent in still making me so sick. Really? Why? How's it making you sick? So, I'm eating more fish now, and I'm not gonna lie. I still eat what I want. I just don't eat so much of it. Plus, I'm on Plavix, and that gets rid of all the cholesterol anyway. Yes, Patricia, I still go live on TikTok. It's so good to see you. Hi, Ange. Bet you are to be a real strict diet now. They told me that I should be following a Mediterranean diet. It's like a lot of olives and stuff, and nuts and beans and stuff. It's like, you know what? It's all in moderation. It is, Desiree, and I'll tell you, I'll go out to eat, and I don't. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Me and Marqueen will go out to breakfast, and I won't get the potatoes. I'll say, can I have fresh fruit instead? And if I got coffee, I'll get decaf coffee. I don't get all the breakfast meats. Like, I'll never get a big sausage patty again. I'll tell them I don't want any meat. Just give me 2 eggs. I'll take fruit. And so I'm making changes, realistic changes. I'm not going to say, oh, yes, I'm going to, I did buy some salmon. I learned how to cook it, and I really like it. Hi, Karen. And so, yes, and that's another thing. I don't salt anything. I don't have to. Do you want to know what? Marquina, when I got out of the while I was in the hospital still. Because they were my dad had a pig valve, worked really well for him. Yeah, I didn't, you know what, Ange? I didn't need one after all. Was your cholesterol really high? Yes, I did have high cholesterol. And the triglycerides. I don't know the number. I've had high triglycerides on several occasions. No, I eat whatever the hell I want. I did. But I'm so upset. My dog is, I think, in kidney failure. Oh my God, my son is so upset. No vets help nowadays. Really? It's a bunch of money up front and no help. It sucks. So I'm happy on you. Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda. That must be helpful. Do ribs count? You know what, Gladys? Okay. Yeah, Amanda. Don't have the salt. Yes, I do eat ribs. You know what I did? Use lemon as a salt replacement. Yeah, Elle, I'm going to tell you. Olives are very salty, right? So listen, you talk about fast food. Marquina brought me Popeyes while I was in the hospital. They were feeding me broth. They were giving me chicken with absolutely no seasoning on it whatsoever. I mean, I couldn't, but they were giving me fried potatoes though. It's like, what? Really? You're giving me fried potatoes? So there were some things on the diet I questioned. I was on a heart healthy, no salt, diabetic diet. There were some things that really weren't that bad. But I was eating, and Marquina said, you know what, I'm going to bring you some real food. She brought me some Popeyes. She brought me 2 chicken strips. Because she goes, what do you want? I normally would get like the 8 strips. I would get like a Popeye sandwich. And I go, you know what? Go ahead and just bring me two. Bring me 2 strips. Because, I'm doing, what I should. I'm being a good girl. And I bit into that biscuit and I just had a coughing spell. There was so much salt. I don't know about you guys, but if I eat something very salty, I start coughing. And oh my God, with this, for like a week or two, I had to hold a pillow against my chest if I sneeze or cough because you can't have that pressure. And it hurts so bad. And I'm like, I can't. I'm done with salt. I'm done with salt. Well, as time has gone on, I've been eating. I could tell foods have been a little salty. So, but I don't add any salt to anything. You got your friend McDonald's while they were in the hospital. I'd love to see Italian cookery with Hogatha. What would I make? Oh my God, what would I make? You know what? I'd probably make lasagna. Gladys makes a good lasagna. It does. Right now, it still hurts when I cough or laugh, but I have to hold down here. Up here feels fine, but it's down here. My mom has cut down her salt massively, and it's brought her blood pressure down. Oh, good. Yes, I don't like lots of salt. I don't like it anymore. I used to salt everything. Like everything. But I eat a lot of avocado now. I really love avocado. I've always liked it. If there's salt, you know what? I bought low salted chips. Because like Gladys came over and we had a barbecue on Mother's Day. And I bought low salted chips. And it was still a little salty. But as time goes on, I can tolerate salt, but I'm not going to salt. I'm not going to use the salt shaker. I had to cover my ears a lot when coughing with a perforated eardrum. Oh my God, yes. And for me, it's laughing, sneezing, and coughing. To this day, I'll stop a sneeze. I plug my nose so I don't sneeze because it would cause a lot of trauma to my bone underneath. Food has natural salt inside. Right, Mara? And you know what, Mara? I can taste the salt in salted butter now. I couldn't taste it before. Also, you want to know what's different about me since I got surgery? My skin the skin on my face is no longer dry. Like, I actually produce oil on my face now. My skin used to be very dry. And I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know. They actually like stop your heart and they put you on machines. I just couldn't believe all that. Like, they open you up and they stop your heart and they work on it. And you're hooked to a machine, a life support thing. They have a machine that breathes for you and everything. I mean, it was a lot more involved than I thought. But it is amazing. It is. I have a hamster and I have to lick the salt off things I want to give him. I don't know why I'm saying this. Well, you know what? It's because you love your hamster, dear. And I felt okay. Yes. You know what I was wondering? What about your feet? What about them, Joanne? My feet have never been swollen. They're a little dried and cracked right now because I couldn't take care of them. But you know what? Not one time did the doctor or the nurses ever put lotion on my feet. Wait, stigmatophilia is a fetish for scars. Oh, really? I could do an OnlyFans with my scar and show it off. And, oh my God, have Marquina, like, put food on it and lick it off. Yes, it's a huge surgery. It's a big deal and sometimes very risky, right? Gladys wouldn't put lotion on my feet either. I'll remember that, Gladys. But anyway, but yeah, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'll tell you, I had to ride in the back seat. When we would go someplace, I would have to ride in the back seat for 2 weeks in the car. Because they don't want you in front because they don't want an airbag to hit you. It could hurt you. So, we did that. Oh yeah, while you're here, my friend Megan did a GoFundMe. And if anybody on here donated, I want to thank you so much. I don't know everybody who did. But how much longer are you going to talk about yourself? Gladys, the camera's on me. There's 102 people watching right now. They all want to know about me, not you. Gladys, if you want your own show, why don't you get a camera? Okay. Oh, Tenacity, thank you so much, dear. Yeah, I'm doing great. You lost weight. I did. I did lose some weight. Hopefully I keep it off, but I want to keep my benefits too. This is the Hoggy Show. Are you people willing to up your disability check now? How dare her? Do I have an Amazon wish list? I do. It has like a G-Wagon on there. Joanne and Gladys, the same person. Yes. Yes. She doesn't like to use her real name, but I'm going to out her right now. Joanne Nelson is Gladys. How many days were you lying down before you were allowed up? Oh, they want you to get up right away. Yeah, I was knocked out for 2 days. Yeah, they want you up. They show you. Yeah, I had to get up, and then they want you to start walking. But there's a whole way of getting up and getting into bed and stuff. You have to roll on your side and do this, and you can't, like right now I'm not supposed to lift more than 20 pounds. Well, that's easier said than done. When you have a fupa the size of mine, I got to get on the toilet and I got to pick up the fupa so I can pee. But the fupa's gotten a little lighter. I have lost some weight in my fupa. Oh, Shabby, I'll tell you, walking wasn't that easy for me. I'll be honest with you guys. I would get out of bed and I would be really dizzy and woozy, and they're like, why are you doing that? I go, because I don't feel balanced. So I would walk around the room a little bit. I had to wear oxygen for a while because and it was probably because of the condition of my lungs. I could not take in enough air because it hurt so bad. Like I had to do, those blowing exercise things. It was nothing. Before I went in to surgery, I could blow a 2500. When I was done, it was like hardly anything. So I was on oxygen for a while. Well, as I was walking, I could finally walk around the hospital, the cardiac floor. I was walking and my oxygen levels would drop. So then they would turn the oxygen back on. And that's what was happening is my body was not getting enough oxygen. So anyway, they said, you can't go home on oxygen. We don't want you to go home on oxygen. And you need it right now. So I finally was able to get to the point where I didn't need the oxygen anymore. Rhonda, it was 10 pounds for the first week, and after that, it was 20 pounds. Now I have something to talk about. I also am not supposed to push or pull anything or put my hands reach behind me. That's just been difficult. It has. So Marquina's helped me a lot. But Marquina's back is not good right now, so I'm glad she only had to help me up one time. But she's been good about cooking me food. Oh, Emilio sex. Oh, what's that? Where have you been? Caden, I've been in the hospital. Would you let God take away 6 inches from your height, but remove your fupa totally? Well, 7 inches, that means I would be 5'9", 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I would be like 5'8" or 5'9". No, I like being tall. When will you be mostly back to normal? You know what, Tenacity? I honestly think back to normal. Well, it's going to be a while before I can lift heavy stuff. But they said if I had a job,
yep,
I can go back on the 2nd week of June. As long as there's no lifting involved. My friend had bypass surgery 12 weeks ago, and he just went back to work. 12 weeks? And he just went back. Does he do like construction or? You know what? God, that's a lot. He was out a long time. Hi, Shelly. How are you? Hey, you big bitch. Hey, Ramondo Edwards. Edward, how are you, dear? Yes, I'm doing great. Um, but anyway, like I said, I want to thank the post office. So it does a lot of like this stuff, huh? And lifting and yeah. I can see why he got 12 weeks. But that's a long. I got 8 weeks. And I said, if I had a job, it's mostly standing. Am I feeling better? I am. I physically feel a lot better. I do. I feel better than when I, went in. But I can't. I just can't wait to get back to normal, honestly. Because I'll tell you, I mean, I have I have chronic fatigue syndrome, but I'll tell you, I have a lot of energy. I do. I think it's probably because I've been in bed for so long. You know what I mean? But me and Marquina, we did go out to dinner last night with some friends. And I'll tell you, I got very tired. I was exhausted. I got very exhausted. And I came home with I take a nap during the day. Maybe I'm an old lady now, who knows? Melissa, oh, the cleavage comes up as far. You know what? I do. I have beautiful cleavage now. I just need the areola implants. Miss you, love Shelly. I know, we got to get together. You guys, that's Champagne Shelly if you see her. No, wait, where's Shelly at? Right there. Are you allowed to drink yet? I didn't have dinner yet. Am I allowed to drink? I don't need an inhaler anymore, no. My breathing is fine. Am I allowed to drink? I have. I've probably, since I've been home a month now. No, I haven't been even home a month, have I? Well, I've been home since April 21st. So it's been a month. I've had, since I've been home, maybe 5 drinks. Hi, Steve Rodriguez. Oh, in San Francisco. Steve, are you a homosexual? Do they have bathhouses in San Francisco? I mean, I've been there, but I've never seen that side of San Francisco. Thank you, Sean. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yeah, it's been a month. I've had a couple drinks. I've probably had maybe 3 cups of coffee. And I used to drink coffee every day. But my appetite's really coming back. You know what Gladys did? Gladys came over, and I don't know if you guys know anything about the Golden Corral. What does she do? She brings over a ton of Golden Corral rolls. They're delicious. Absolutely delicious. Steve sounds like a gay man's name. Take naps, you're 50. I'm 40, and I'm going to start doing that. Steven says, oh, Steven's a bisexual, and they are coming back, but not like before. Well, you know what? From what I understand, Spain, the homosexuals there were spreading the monkeypox in the bathhouse. Yeah, so what she did was, I can't think of any heterosexuals called Steve. Gladys comes over with 2 big boxes of yeast rolls from the Golden Corral. How am I not going to eat them? I mean, that's probably the best thing at Golden Corral are their rolls, because they're hot and they're so good. They're so good. I mean, it's been a couple days and I actually still have a bag of them. So I'll pop them in the microwave for about 15 seconds and then put the honey butter on it. Gladys is trying to kill me. Just eat them slow, you'll be fine. But this is the way you really want to know how I see it. Okay. First of all, they took a big section of vein out of my leg. They cut it into 3 pieces and used it to reroute the clogged small arteries in my heart. So I have clean, big veins now that have been rerouted. So it's like I'm a newborn baby now. Right? So I can go another 52 years of eating whatever I want. Let's be honest. I mean, let's be practical about this. So those aren't going to get clogged up for a long time. Plus, I'm on Plavix. Okay, so it I don't know how it gets rid of cholesterol, but it does. Plus, I'm on blood thinners. Okay, I mean, I have new veins. I mean, I'm 52, and it's like, are those rolls better than the ones at Cinnabon? Well, they're just like yeast dinner rolls, but I love Cinnabon too. So, I mean, is that the wrong way of looking at it? I mean, I now have open wide veins. I could eat whatever I want. I can eat a ham. Ham was very salty. I did have a piece of ham. It was salty. Yeah, I told the doctor I was vegan fluid and they laughed at me. And I'm like, you know what? Why do I even bother? And they go, well, what does that mean? I said, never mind. Never mind. And I'm going to be honest with you. They never once asked me my gender in the hospital. They never did.
Or pronouns.
Or pronouns. They didn't care about pronouns. They didn't care about anything.
They didn't care.
Are they better than Roadhouse rolls? You know what? They're like the same. Roadhouse, Logan's Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse. They're all the same. They're very similar. Yeah, the Golden Corral has wonderful, wonderful rolls. And you can go in there and buy a dozen. Girl, don't think that way. You have a whole bunch of other veins waiting to clog. Right, but they can take care of that with a stent. You know what I mean? See, I'm going to listen to my body next time. If I have a problem going right in, they can put a stent in there. You know, I mean, but really, how are they going to clog? How are my new veins going to clog already? Like I said, it's like I'm a newborn baby. Your titties are hurting? Well, God, maybe they're full of cancer or something.
Okay.
You go get it checked out.
Cancer tits.
Are they leaking?
Leaking cancer. Ugh.
Cover it all, the Land O'Lakes butter. Oh, no, I refuse to use Land O'Lakes. Ever since they got rid of the Native American on there. It's racist now. Can you imagine that? Imagine how the Native Americans feel. Now they can look at food products and not even see themselves. It's like, God, do I even exist? What? They weren't making money with me on it? Am I ugly? They won't even have... You guys, you want to know something? I have a theory. And hear me out. You know how... And I'm not even going to say what race it is. There are certain people who don't like when they believe you are stealing their hairstyle. Okay? Now, I didn't have to tell you the race, did I? Okay. What I want to know is, this is what I want to know. Are they doing that because they think the other people who are wearing the hairstyle look better with it on? Because I'll tell you this. If I saw... Shauna, nobody said that. You're racist. Now, I mean, if I saw somebody wearing my hairstyle, first of all, I don't care what color they are. If it looked good, I would probably be like, oh, kind of jealous. But if it looked bad, I would laugh at it. I would laugh at it. This is why I don't eat Uncle Ben's now. Pulling the black person off the packet. Uncle Ben worked hard to become the face of spicy rice. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. That was not very nice of Marquina. What did you laugh, Marquina? I think it's you laughed.
I did.
You know what? Do you guys know Uncle T?
I laughed
boldly
and proudly.
Cousin T he's a black guy, and he makes pancake mix now, and he proudly puts his face on it. He's all, I don't give a shit. But anyway, yeah, I don't use Land O'Lakes. No, I'm not going to pay that company money. They're racist for removing that Indian. She was pretty, and I liked it. And I could walk right up, and I could see. Wait, Susan Lopez says, I have a set of fitted gold grills. Shauna, her breasts have leaking cancer? Mariella loves Terrence. Marquina,
Yeah.
you're my hero. Thank you for taking good care of Hoggy.
Aw.
Susan Lopez, yeah, you have the set of gold grills. Well, people have decorated their teeth for ages. I mean, it just goes in and out of style.
She should file them down to points.
File them down to points, Marquina said. So, I mean, nobody owns anything. Like really, seriously. Let's say you're 30 years old. You have the nerve, like the absolute nerve, to tell somebody that you own a hairstyle? Seriously? Well, why don't you patent it then? Huh? You really believe that that's your hairstyle? Like you own that? Okay. Then I would expect you to only wear that hairstyle. Okay, fine, you can have it. But you certainly better not wear another hairstyle, especially one from other people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just say you're Asian and you don't want no one to have a little bowl cut. And you're telling people that. Well, you know what? Okay. Well, you know what? You don't get to wear an afro. How about that? You get to keep your little straight little bowl cut. All right? Because, you guys got straight hair and everything. Good. But you know what? You better not wear curly hair. Things like that. I mean, it's like, you're doing it. You know what? You're mad. You're mad because I'm pretty with it. That's why. And you feel self-conscious and jealous. Let me see. They removed the Indian but kept the land. You know what? Just like a white person, huh? Yeah, you know what? I bet you know what? The Indian's probably on the back cover. Like a reservation. It's all broken down. You know what? I went to a reservation once in Montana. First of all, I drove through there in my truck. Okay, it was called Browning, Montana, the Blackfoot Indians. Okay, and this is a real story. I go to this town, and it was a city, but don't black people wear blonde hair? You know what, puss, we're not even talking about races. Well, I did say Asian, didn't I? Hey, Indians, keep your dots. Take that. Okay, so I go through this town. Hi, Willow. How are you? Sending blessings. Thank you so much. They removed the Indian but kept the land. Sent you. Well, you know what? I'll tell you. I go to this place called Browning, Montana, and it looked like an old town, like Mayberry. But, oh my God. It looked like a town that someone forgotten about. But yet it was filled with people. It was filled with people. And I'm like, how do this many people live here, but they don't maintain the town? And I'm thinking, this is strange. Okay. Hi, Samantha. So I continue driving through town. And this is like in northern Montana. And so I am driving through town and I need to get fuel. And it's called the town pump. And it's a chain. It's a chain of fueling stops. So I'm driving through town and I'm just amazed at the condition of this town. Cracks in the street with weeds growing in it as if cars never drive through it. And I'm like, well, I know they do. I'm driving on this road and other cars, I've seen them. Then I saw packs of dogs. Packs of dogs running the streets like they own the place. I think a lot of black girls don't fit the blonde wig. You know what? You know what? I'll tell you. It's all about complexion. Not everybody looks good and you may like. I'll tell you, there's lots of white people and Hispanics who they'll dye their hair too dark. It's like, well, actually a lot of black people don't even black hair. It's dark brown. I mean, I think the only people with really black hair are like Asians and Native Indians and stuff. But it's actually very rare to see jet black hair. But, I'll see, especially older men and older women. Oh my God, they look awful in black hair. It's like, what are you doing? Why hasn't anybody told you that doesn't look good? And it's the same thing. If you're very dark, and unless it's like artistic and you're like very beautiful in a model, but really, really light hair doesn't look good on very dark people. You have to find that shade, You just don't go and buy a wig and pop it on your head. No, you go get color swatches and you hold it up to your skin. You know what I mean? That's if you really want to do it right. But anyway, and they can do that. Because you go to a wig store and there's hair everywhere. You can hold it up to your skin and see what looks good. Anyway, just because you love Marilyn Monroe doesn't mean you're going to look good in her hair. I've also often heard, just because you like a color doesn't mean it looks good on you. Like, your favorite color could be green, and you could look like shit in green, but you'll still wear green clothes. It's like, it doesn't look good on you. Just because it's your favorite color. Like, I look good in Easter egg colors. I wore black for much of my life. I loved all black clothes. Little did I know, I look good in Easter egg colors. My American Indian husband has jet black hair and is gorgeous. Wish I could put a picture of him in the chat. Right, there are some people who do have jet black hair. But it's not that common. You know what I mean? Even in black people and Hispanics and Caucasians. It's very rare. What you do is you take them out in the sun. And all of a sudden you start seeing the red and you start seeing you know what I mean? You start seeing the real undercolor. But anyway, so I'm driving through this town and they actually had a VCR, like a video store. They were all, you couldn't find one, like Blockbuster anywhere in regular towns, in non-reservation towns. I hadn't seen a video store in a long time. But it was really my first time being on a reservation and really kind of seeing a place like this. I mean, we have Native Americans here, but they're all rich. They're casino people. And they live in the hills above us looking down on us. Okay. But anyway, this is my first time like a real reservation out there. And I was like, God, how depressing. Why don't you get out and sweep something? Like, sweep your doorway, pull some weeds. I don't know. But the dogs were completely overrun the town. And they were like so many pregnant ones. And the female dogs had long tits and they were like running in the streets, their tits swinging. And they looked all anorexic. And I'm like, my God, what's going on here? He's dark, though, from the Chippewa tribe. He's 36 and has a couple of grays by his ears. Oh, my God, he's gorgeous. You know what, Desiree? Do you give it to him all the time? You give it up? I've missed you. Hope you're doing amazing. I am, Krista. I'm doing great. I look good in pink. My mom and everyone has told me. And it's my favorite color. Oh, good for you. Then it matches up for you. You're going to change your Google pic. Be right back. So anyway, it seems like, yes, a Stephen King book. It was really weird. And I'm like, my God. And you know what? I get out at the town pump, and it was as if it was a nightclub. There were so many people there. I think they hang out and talk, and I'm going to be honest with you. You know how some stereotypes are true? There were people just hanging out on the street corner drinking, sitting on the curb. Like, let's be honest, stereotypes exist for a reason. Okay. Hoggy is the queen we all deserve. Desiree. Juke wants to know if he has a sister. You want to know another thing I noticed about, I don't want to I'm not picking on Native Americans, okay? But I'll tell you, the ones where I live, they all look Mexican to me. They probably are, okay? But the ones up north, they looked very different. Like, when you see, like, I want to F him every day, he doesn't always let me. He's exhausted from work. My God, Desiree. Well, you know what, Desiree? What you do is you surprise him when he's asleep. You go down and play with him a little bit. Brian Nickens, how are you? But, okay, so I'll tell you, the Blackfeet people, they looked like Native Americans, like the wooden Indian. Like, they were very chiseled and very severe features. Like the kind like you would see in a book. Not like the ones here, like I said, they look Mexican to me. I do that too, Hoggy. Desiree's a horn dog. Jack Jones says that you need a side. You need a side piece. Does he have a brother, maybe? Move him in. I mean, it's the closest thing to him you'll get. Hi, Carol White. Thank you, darling. But anyway, so I get out of my truck. I'm at this truck stop. I walk in there. First of all, I'm taller than everybody. And it was like I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost walking in there. And I swear to you, and I'm not kidding, I walk in there. And people look at me and they just shut up. It was so uncomfortable. They were so quiet. And I'm walking through looking at snacks and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God. And I felt so uncomfortable. Like I was totally not welcome at all. And I go to the register and I pay for my stuff. The guy at the register wouldn't even look at me. Like I was the last thing they wanted to see. And I wanted to say, you know what? Get over it. I didn't do this. I didn't move you here. This all happened outside of my generation. First of all, and you don't even know how old my family's been here. Like I thought it was rude. I thought it was rude, presumptuous. And you know what? I don't think it's my job to be the bigger person. Why don't you be a bigger person? Why is it what? Because I'm better than you? No, I'm not better than you. I have feelings and emotions. You know. His brother is doing 8 more years in prison. LOL. He's his doppelganger. Well, you know what? He's horny then. He's doing 8 more years. Well, hopefully he's working out, you know. Hopefully he's working out. I live in Indian Territory, Seneca Nation. They look very native. Is that in Kansas? Is that like in the middle of the country? 8 years in prison, big dig energy. Well, you know what? You know what, Desiree? Maybe he's getting it on there, you know. He found a little twink in there. But anyway, yeah, it was like, oh, come on, people. You know I'm too young to I didn't ride on a horse and do anything here. You know, I didn't do anything. I didn't take any land. I'm a Native American just like you. I was born here. I'm so glad you're feeling much better. Thank you, Carol. I am. Upstate New York, 50 miles south of Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo. Oh, where that racist went? You probably live in the same town if you live south. Oh, no, it's 3 hours away. It's like, come on. You know what? I'm actually supporting you. I'm buying something here. And you know what? I almost bought a dream catcher. But because they were rude to me, I said, you know what? Forget it. I don't want it. I really hate to admit it, but Tommy's brother is swole. Oh. Well, you know what? He's pumping that iron while he's in prison. Got to do something. Well, how old is he? I mean, he has 8 years left. I mean, that's not a whole lot of time. I mean, I guess unless he's 50. I mean, he probably wouldn't get any better at 58, you know. I mean, because, you know, the older you get, the faster you go downhill. Hi, Chuck. How are you? The older you get, the faster you go downhill. Brandon says, glad to see you back and representing the Alphabet Mafia. Yes. Desiree said he sure is. Is he still young? 3 times. No, he has no sisters, Juke. Hi. Oh, my God. Elazar, how are you, dear? I love seeing everybody pop in. I'm like, oh, I remember. Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Stacy, how are you? Glad to see I'm back. You missed me. Thank you so much. Oh, Desiree. Oh, he's 41? Oh, so he'll be 49 when he gets out. You know what? If he keeps pumping that iron and watching the diet and stuff, you know, he'll still look good when he gets out. Susan says I dumped a dude for his brother and had a kid with that brother. Susan? Did he get jealous? Did the first brother get jealous? Did you check out Kaylee's video about the maintenance guy? I haven't yet, but I will. Like, how old is it? Hi, Alejandro. How are you? If you want to piss yourself, watch it. Oh, I will. Now, Durexican. Wait. Durexican. Are you Mexican? What's the DR? Is your name Derek and you're Mexican? Listen, Derek. Or Durexican. She made it last week. Okay. Listen, Durexican. Do you believe wholeheartedly that Kaylee believes that she's a woman? Oh, I was right. Derek and Mexican. Good. Do you believe that Kaylee honestly believes that she's a woman? Or do you think it's a gag? Because I have never seen a trans woman not want to look feminine at all. Like, at all. Like, she has grown a huge beard like Grizzly Adams. Black Ukrainian lives matter. You know, are there black people, Chuck, in Ukraine? I'm sure there are. He'll be 49 when he gets out, but 69 is my favorite with hot Native Americans. Right, Juke? Desiree is going to have to make some decisions in 8 years. I mean, mate, you know what, Desiree? This is the thing. He's probably going to need a place to stay. I mean, do you guys have an extra room? You know what? You're probably going to have to teach him. He's going to need someone to teach him how to live out in the world again. You know, expose him to things. You know? I mean, it's probably, you know, he's going to want to be with a woman. And you know what? You're part of the family and you love him. And you're not blood related, so it's not going to be gross. You know, I don't know. You know what? You guys want to know something? Did you guys, you've heard of, what is it? Angel paws? No, angel hands. Okay. There was a story I read about a woman who had a paraplegic son. And he had never, you know, been with a woman. And will never be with a woman. The mom has to take care of him. The mom eventually got to a point where she started taking care of her son's needs with her hands. Now, is that love or is that bad? You know what I mean? She said she loved her son so much that she wanted him to experience that. Now, would you do it or would you hire a hooker? I mean, maybe it just depends on how much you care for your son. Maybe you don't love him enough. I think she honestly will take whatever she can get. Direxican. Okay. Juke says on the trans, I respect the ones that know it. Just makes me feel uncomfortable. I hate the ones that try to distort reality. The thing is, you know what? Like, Mark, Joanne Nelson, I agree with you. I think it's sick. Joanne thinks it's sick. She should have hired a hooker. I have a paraplegic son. He injects meds in his weenie. It's pricey. What? Wait, Shabby Jesse. So he has sex with a woman? So he puts injections in his weenie. You know what? I'll be honest with you. When I used to work at a nightclub, I used to have to deal with porno stars, like men porno stars. And there was one who told me, he goes, he can't perform unless he uses an injection in his private part. Yes, he has a sex chair. Yes. Shabby, my goodness. Does he live with you or does he live out on his own? Does he have a girlfriend or does he have hookers? This is very interesting. I mean, I'll tell you, that's why I talk about anything. I talk about anything and everything because people you know what I mean? They really want to know this stuff whether they do it or not. He's on his own. Okay, Shabby. Okay. He lives on his own. Women love him because he's harmless. Well, I mean, Shabby, not to make fun or anything, but he can't choke him. I know Browning pretty well. It's bad up that way. Really? So you know that town. So I'm not lying. What's your name? Malia Norby. Well, that's, Shabby, I love that he's on his own. I really do. I mean, I think that's great. Shabby, just think about it. You have a paraplegic son on his own. And do you know how many people out there, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. And they're able-bodied. I bet that really makes you mad. You know what I mean? Women love him because he's harmless. Welcome back, Hoggy. Thank you, Jane. Divine says, I can't find this Kaylee person on TikTok. I think it's Kailee. The Kaylee Show. Kailee Show. The Kaylee Show. That's how you spell it. Shabby says you're very upset. Oh yeah, I know. I bet. No, I would be too. Okay, Direxicon says Kaylee. So it's Kaelie show. So Shabby, does he have to have a prescription for that? I was hoping you'd mention the dogs. Oh, so you know what? And the funny thing is, Malia, it's been so many years since I've been up there. So many years. So it's just the same, isn't it? People who say they can't take care of themselves, it upsets me. I bet, Shabby. Good for you. Know what? You're a good mom. You really are. If your son is out there doing his own thing, what a good mom. Because I'm gonna tell you, there are people who cripple their able-bodied children to stay at home so they have like a companion, and I think that's happening a lot now. I know a lot of single women who cripple their children so they could stay at home and take care of them. So now they have someone to wipe their butt when they're old. And then they die, then they leave the kids alone. You know what I'm saying? I think that happens a lot. Wait, Melissa said Kaylee called you they. I'm not a they. I'm a she, her. I'm a woman. Oh, I thought Kaylee's so sensitive, isn't she? Like she's just so like she knows everything. I never said I was they. You would never see my pronouns are not they. Nor did she even ask me my pronouns. I don't go by they. I am she. I'm a woman. I'm a biological woman, but without the clam and the uterus. Kaylee called you they. Oh, you know what? How disrespectful. How disrespectful. Kaylee once never asked me my pronouns. Ever. Oh, Kaylee's the voice of the trans community? Oh, okay. I'm going to correct good. You ain't lying, Hoggy. My mom does that to both of my brothers. It's sad. I know it's true. I know it's true. And you know what? I know women. And it's always a woman, and I hate saying that. Because I don't like talking about, my own kind. But you know what? It's like, okay. Oh my God, Marion. How are you? Did you go get yourself checked out? I don't want to say, what's going on, but did you get a checkup? But I know a woman. How do these parents cripple their children emotionally? Yes. No, emotionally. They cripple them emotionally. Like, there are kids who don't even know how to do laundry. Like, there are grown women who still do their adult children's laundry. They treat them like babies, so they're afraid to leave the house. They don't make them do anything. They don't charge them rent. They don't make them do anything. They still treat them like kids. She's the voice and can't clean her toilet from all the massive shit she takes. Well, I bet Kaylee takes some big ones. It's because those women get attention. It's like Munchausen's. Yes, it's all okay. Still working on it. Okay, good, Marion. I'm so glad you popped on. I never get on Facebook, ever. It's because those women get... Oh, there's 30 waiting for mommy to clean... Oh, listen. I know women. Oh, thank you, dear.
You're welcome. What do you want to drink?
Oh, I have water. Look what Marquina brought me. It's just a spoonful of potato salad. That's it.
Small portions.
Hi, Ariel. How are you? Ariella. Won't even take out the trash, right? Okay, I know. Shabby, come on. In the Mediterranean, eat the roll. Enjoy the roll. I'm out. Okay, Joanne. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna eat that roll. She's the best wife, right, Crystal? Oh, she didn't give me a full portion of butter. Oh, no, here we go. There's more butter. Low sodium tofu ribs. Listen, this is like, I've been really good. I mean, like I said, I have new veins. I'm on Plavix. I'm on all the medications that'll protect me from this. Oh my God, Michelle. How are you? Marquina, take out a life insurance policy on you? I don't know. Michelle, how are you doing? How you been? Slow down, Hoggy. Oh, I am. Okay, look. You guys, anybody who lives in Southern California, are you familiar with Juan Pollo? Juan Pollo has and it's a Mexican chicken place. They have the best potato salad. They really do. And I really wouldn't expect. Oh, you're in Monrovia. What are you doing? Weren't you working at a store doing stuff, remodeling or whatever? Melissa, it's really good. I baked these ribs for 3.5 hours at 275, wrapped up in foil with all kinds of spices on it and no salt. Okay. Then Marquina threw them on the grill after I pulled them out. So it was a joint effort and they came out so good. You know what, crazy family? It is moist. Joanne says, I see you chew your food now. Did you learn that in the hospital? Remodeling Walmart in Burbank. Oh. Melissa, you ate Heart Smart for me? Thank you so much. No, I didn't have high blood pressure. I had high blood pressure when I weighed over 400 pounds. But once I got under that, no, I've always been very healthy. Besides, being morbidly obese and having chronic fatigue syndrome. Marquina, these are so good. Oh, it's Roxy. It's the dog. She only came in here because she could smell the food. She's such a pig. So you're remodeling Walmart? So what are you hanging drywall? What are you doing, Michelle? You know what, Melissa? You ate healthy for me. I'm going to tell the doctor that I identify as healthy. Nine clots. You know what, Joanne? Are you just rubbing it in? LOL, you sound like Nick Avocado. Oh, I know who that is. Oh, that Nick Avocado? Have you guys ever watched him? I hopped on here when you began and you're still live 2 hours later. Oh, you don't know me. I've gone 8 hours. I have gone 8 hours. I think my record is 11. He's a YouTuber. He is obese and says he identifies as skinny. I'll never forget when his goal was to hit 300 pounds. And he used to be very skinny. Was there something wrong with the volume? Is it too low? What? I can't control your volume. Oh. Direxican. Do you guys ever... Hi, Laura. How are you, dear? Oh, my God. Sir Fat's here. Hoggy, you look beautiful. You're going to give me a heart attack. How are you, Sir Fat? I was wondering where you were. How's Mrs. Fat? Michelle says, I'm moving products around, hanging signs. Now the store is open. Oh, the store is open still. Emilio, he weighs 377. Yeah, Marielle, he calls it water weight. I love it when him and, oh, what's his boyfriend? Oh, wait, don't tell me. Oh my god. I forget his boyfriend's name. Oh, it's killing me. Orlin. I like it when they fight. He's almost 400, but you know what? I weighed 440 pounds. When I reached that point, I'm like, this is no longer fun. But Orlin's getting fat too. They were both skinny. Weren't they doing like vegan stuff? You know, I mean, I know vegans can be fat. About to rake her husband and get some money. What? Sir Fat. Okay, this is the pride flag. We've added people of color. This is for trans people. This is for China. The fist is for Black Lives Matter. Of course, anarchy. And I don't know what that means, but I know it's something good. And I am support it. Oh, Divine, yeah. Nick is nuts. Do you guys know Hungry Fat Chick? He hasn't killed himself yet? No? Not yet. Oh, I think he thinks very highly of himself. Yes, Sir Fat for China. That's right. For communism, I think. I didn't make it. Dandelion tea is a diuretic. Hungry Fat Chick. I think her name is Candy. She's a big girl. She's a medical miracle. Oh, and she can eat. She could really eat. Mm-hmm. Candy Godiva. Oh, is that her name? I knew Candy. I think she lives in Las Vegas. You like trailer trash, Tammy? Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't think she lives far from me. I think she lives by San Diego. Yeah, I love her. And Nick, I think, is in Florida. Her entertainment name is Candy Godiva. Oh, doesn't she do an OnlyFans, too? Direxican, you live down in San Diego? Or that area? Nick had an OnlyFans. Ugh. Who the hell would watch him? Oh, God. That'd be like me getting it. Are those ribs you're munching on? Yes. You make a good barbecue sauce? Oh, I bet it's good. There are videos around of her. Of Candy? No. Oh, you live in Vegas. Oh, okay. So Candy lives nearby you. Okay. Oh, you want her to sign your tits, Crystal? That'd be wonderful. She's funny. How tall are you, Hoggy? You know what? I'm quite an average sized woman. I'm 6'4". I'm going to tell you, Joanne is just staring. She is staring at my ribs. And she judges the rib by, you know, if I'm eating it good enough. She knows if there's meat still on it. You and Tammy together would be awesome. Yeah, I should hit her up and then go down to San Diego and we could sit in the car and we could eat something together. Oh, I've waxed my tadpole to Nick Ocato's. What? Sir Fat? Do you watch Nick on his OnlyFans? 6'4" and 440 pounds is nowhere near as bad as 5'7" and 400 pounds. Oh, I know. You know what? I'm going to tell you, Divine Waters, man, they are. The meat that I'm eating is vegan because of the animal it comes from, you know. Who is screaming about green beans? It was Mark Queen. It was our landlady. Hungry fat chick is on a weight loss journey. Is she? What is she throwing up her food after she eats it? She's lost 20 pounds in the last 2 weeks. So what is she going to do now for her mukbang? Have I tried Dolly Parton cakes? I haven't. Do they sell them in like regular grocery stores? I've had Patty LaBelle's pies from Walmart. Yeah, Nick Avocado can't buy. He can't bottom anymore with his butthole. Honestly, I think it's because yesterday's mukbang, she ate enough Taco Bell for a family of 6. I'm gonna wait. I can't touch my computer because I can't scroll up. I have sticky barbecue fingers. Oh wait, I have a touch screen. Hold on. There, I could pull it down. Put some ham and bacon fat in the green beans. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to tell you, Gladys, she came over and I made green beans like that, but I actually dice up bacon, I fry it, and then I saute onions in the bacon fat. And then I put the green beans in it, toss it around, then I add chicken broth. She loves my green beans, okay? What did she do? She goes home and she makes green beans. And I use the powdered broth so I can have like a strong, I can control the flavor. Gladys goes and buys canned broth. And then she just gets a scoop of bacon grease and throws it in the pan. And she goes, oh, I thought it'd be good enough. And she goes, it wasn't as good as yours. I'm all, because I've actually fried bacon. And I ate 4 pieces of bacon. I had them in the pan. And you really got to toss it around and get the ham, the bacon in there and stuff. You know what I want to try it with? I want to try it with a smoked piece of turkey. I think it'd be good. Hi, Sergio. How are you? Direxican, you came across Nick Ocato's sex tape? Oh, my God. I picture him farting the whole time. Sergio. When I was young, they had Sergio Valente jeans. I love you, Sergio. That was part of the commercial. I certainly hope my cardiologist isn't watching. Thomas Chung, you're not watching me, are you? Thank you, Taiwan Love. Orlin was pounding him? Oh, God. It was like National Geographic. Don't make her laugh, it hurts. I know. You know what? I came home from the hospital and I just really needed something to raise my spirits. And I love Mama's Family, but from the Carol Burnett days when she was Eunice. I don't think without her it's funny. Oh, but when you have Carol Burnett on there as Eunice and Betty White as Ellen, oh my, it is so good. I feel sorry for the people who don't know that. Oh, and I was laughing, so I had to turn it off because I can't laugh. The Dolly cakes are Duncan Hines cake mix and icings. Oh, I want something. Are they different flavors? You would love my bacon. Oh my God, the maple syrup. Marquina would love that. Marquina puts maple syrup on a lot of stuff. Thank you, Sergio. Isn't Carol Burnett's the best? I'm glad she's still alive. Hoggy, you gotta watch the new episode of Drag Race 7. Really? Is Jinx killing it? You know, I got a story for you about Jinx Monsoon. I was working at the club one day, and Jinx, fresh off her win, was the host for our drag show. And it's my duty. It was my duty to chaperone the drag queens. And I liked Jinx. I did. Okay. At the end of the night, I don't know if you brought her on stage. Really, Emilio? Hopefully, I don't know if you had the same experience with her that I did. So, she's already, she already did her hosting and her gig and her meet and greet and all that, which I'm there for. I basically do everything with them. Okay. So you guys, more sensitive people aren't going to want to hear this. So it's at the end of the night. California has a no liquor after 2 o'clock law. You can't get liquor after 2 o'clock. And it doesn't matter if you're a big star. Joanna ate I ate 4 ribs. That's not a lot, because I could eat a whole slab. Her, him, they. Doesn't Jinx go by they? So anyway. Oh, did I work with her? Yeah, I did. So anyway, we're in the kitchen, and Jinx goes out to the bar and says, "Hey, I need a shot. I need something." And it's like 2:30. Hi, Ray. And we're all, no, we can't sell it. Oh, come on. I'm a winner on RuPaul's Drag Race. Really throwing that around. Divine, you like ugly people? They're entertaining. Desiree says, Hoggy, I'm 35, but I know what you're talking about. Okay. So Jinx is like, oh, I need a shot. I need this and that, blah, blah. I just won RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm working here, this and that. Anyway, they said no. So she comes up to me and says, Billy, Hogatha, please. I need more alcohol. And she was already really wasted. Out of every drag queen I worked with, Jinx was the biggest drunk. Hopefully she's, cleaned up a little bit. Very sloppy. I had to hold her up. Right, Ray? I had to hold her up. And then it was my job to take him, they, whatever, back to the hotel. So I said, no, come on, let's go. You can't have any more alcohol. We're going to go, hi, Donna. We're going to go back to the hotel. And this is what she said to me. She's been sober for 7 years. Well, good. She needed to be. Okay. Anyway, well, 7. I'm trying to think back when I would have. Okay, it probably was about 7 years. It was probably right before her change, whatever. She then says, on the way back to the hotel, I need you to find a Mexican so I can eat their ass. I'm not kidding you. The dolly cakes are banana pudding. Oh, I love that. And she just kept saying that. It was disgusting. And I'm like, honey, come on. What are you doing? So I took her back to the hotel. And that is only... Jinx was the first person yes, I'm serious. Jinx is the first person I had to actually take. Because, Emilio, because she lives up in Portland. And I don't think she was used to the concentration of Latinos here in Southern California. And she was completely like, oh my God, there's so many here. It was like verging on maybe racist. A little fetishizing. That's what she was, fetishizing Mexican men. Yeah, I know my lips are coming off, aren't. So anyway, I had to, one of two, I had to actually get out of the car and take her up to the room and make sure she got in her room. She was that drunk. The second one was Shishi LaRue. Complete mess. Complete mess. Okay. Betty White and Carol Burnett. Oh, Cosette. Oh, I feel wonderful. Feel absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But in all the years that I worked with all those drag queens, those were the only two. And I know a lot of people don't even know who Chi Chi LaRue is. They were the messiest. Jinx Monsoon and Chi Chi LaRue. Absolute messes. And Chi Chi LaRue is still a mess. But I'm glad that Jinx got better. But oh my God, Jinx is gaining so much weight. A lot of weight. Maybe she's pregnant. Who knows? She had a hankering for the spicy dirt star. When are you going on Drag Race? Oh my God, Matt. Right, Sir Fat? I mean, come on. Especially if they had a big burrito. Jinx is getting fat, yes. In fact, Lady Bunny said on Instagram. I'm friendly with Lady Bunny. Lady Bunny said on Instagram, you know what? It's always nice for, I'm paraphrasing, for us older queens to give the younger queens something. I gave Jinx one of my chins. Because, you know, I mean, come on. I mean, I was the first to do this, really. I was the first to have a chin. Now all of a sudden Jinx gets a chin? I mean, come on. Why are you trying to copy me?
How was your dinner, Hoggy?
It was so good, Marquina. Thank you. I mean, and you know, my appetite is huge. I could have eaten a whole slab.
Nope. No more. We are practicing portion control.
Lady Bunny is seriously the most intelligent, funny drag queen out there. I'll tell you, I really like Bunny. I do. No, I actually saw Bunny not that long ago. Do you know? I know a lot of people haven't seen Lady Bunny out of drag. I haven't either, but I have seen Lady Bunny without her wig. What do you guys? And some of you I probably told some of you. What do you think her hair looks like underneath that wig? Yeah, Marquina's laying down the law. But you know what? I'm going to tell you, at 7 o'clock, between now and 9 o'clock, Marquina's going to say, oh, we should go to Dairy Queen. Yeah, we were good today. We should go get an ice cream.
So I'm soft-hearted like that. So what? Oh, yeah. Those ribs were good.
No, you guys don't. None of you are even getting close to what Lady Bunny's hair looks like. I was shocked. I'll be honest with you, because you just figure, oh well, she's older. She's about 60, and you figured, oh, she would have a horseshoe. No, and I hope she doesn't mind. Have you ever worked with the? Yes, I have. Lady Bunny, when I saw her, and I'm going to be honest with you, it wasn't that long ago. Okay. It was probably, I went to the hospital April 10th. I think in May. No, what was before April? March. Probably in March. Lady Bunny actually has a full head of beautiful long hair. I was very shocked. And it is gray. It's silver, and charcoal. All virgin hair. Really pretty hair. I did not expect that at all. Pretty long. Didn't you see her when you did the gig with Heidi in Closet? No, they weren't there together. And she really has a full head of hair. Like, there's no bald spot or nothing. Oh, my God. I didn't expect it. You just expect to see, an older gentleman. Older Southern gentleman. No, I was shocked. Very shocked. Can I do Drag Race? I've seen her do real good makeup. This is the thing. They don't want me. They you know, they do a Google search of me and see how horrible I am. They would never want me. No, Divine. I was very Divine Waters fan. No, I was very shocked at Lady Bunny's hair. I remind you of Lady Divine. Oh, that's sweet. I really like Divine. I do. I don't know. I think she would think I'm grotesque. But you know what? That's the way things go, huh? I think she would think I'm grotesque. And that's fine. I don't care. I could still like her. I mean, you know what? The thing is, there are people who don't like me. Can you believe that? But I still like them. I do. You don't have to like me for me to like you. Oh, you don't like me? That's terrible. 'Cause I mean, I really like you. That's okay. I don't judge people for that. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Oh, I got a new lipstick here. Yeah, my lips. I need some lips on. Hoggy, full disclosure, who do you think is overrated in the drag community? I don't really like to talk bad about people. But who do I think is overrated? Now, performance-wise, or me actually meeting them and knowing their personality? Do you mean performance-wise? Raise some money and start your own drag circuit. Then you could be in it, and they cannot. Emilio, you're not. You know what? You're not lying. Honestly, you're kind of. I never thought about that. Who do I think is the most overrated drag queen? Does Bun Bun look like Jeff Daniels? I can picture. I haven't seen Bunny without makeup on. Honestly, if I have to say that, if I have to compare, tell Marquina Semper Fi. Semper Fi, Marquina.
Semper Fidelis. Right back at you, Devil Leather.
Honestly, RuPaul is overrated. Now, RuPaul's groundbreaking. I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm not. Okay? He's popular. And you know what? I think RuPaul made all the right choices at the right time. But, well, I have heard that RuPaul's very self-centered. And RuPaul does not have a relationship with the drag queens. I've heard many of them be very disappointed with RuPaul. And that's, just business. Just business. I heard that RuPaul's all about business. And that's how you get rich and famous. But I've talked to many drag queens who are disappointed with their relationship or lack of relationship with RuPaul while they're on the show and afterwards. Did I get a boob job? No. I had open heart surgery, but I did ask the doctor if he can insert some areola implants, and he said no. That would have to be a separate procedure, and they would go through the nipple. Draw my lips bigger. You know what, Sir Fat? People have said I'm appropriating features. And, I don't know. I don't feel it's comfortable anymore. Also, RuPaul cannot do makeup. When he was younger, that was different because you just don't need that much makeup. Now that he's an old man, you need a lot of makeup. And he can't do it. He went on a show and he didn't have his makeup artist with him, and he looked awful. He looked like a creepy cross-dresser, like who drives a white van. Blair White. I have met Blair White once. We were in the green room in West Hollywood for what would you call that? A town hall meeting. And so Blair White was nice. Her boyfriend was with her. Kind of quiet. She was kind of quiet. Let me see. She looked rough. Very rough. But let me think of a drag queen other than... Who else do I think is overrated? Like, I'm not really impressed with their performance. I wasn't really impressed with Jiggly Caliente, to be honest with you. RuPaul needs to take a Cosmo to college. Yeah, Matt, I do. Blair White is smart. Do cis women try to be drag queens? Well, at the club I worked at, there were a couple. I'm not impressed with it. I'm not, because we have burlesque. We had burlesque night at the club, so there were lots of burlesque dancers, women, and then they say, "Well, I'm a drag queen," and they're basically doing the same thing. You know, and I'm like, you're just taking the spot. You're taking the spot of a guy who wants to do this. Just stop it. I mean, you wearing extra makeup and a couple extensions in your hair isn't drag. You're already a woman. So you don't have to create, get into drama or something. I don't know. That's just me. But newer drag queens, oh, everybody can be a drag queen. Really? Then there's no such thing as drag queens. There isn't. If anybody can do drag, then there's no such thing. It's all just performance art. That's it. It's performance art. Long time stalker. Hi, Jessica. First time commenter. How are you, Jessica? Thank you so much. I hear people hate Blair White. Oh, yes, a lot of people hate Blair White. They do. They do, but a lot of people like her too. I don't know. And I'm the same way. People hate me or like me. And I kind of think, you know what? If everybody loves you, then you're not doing something right. Or if everybody hates you, you're not doing something right. I think if you have a healthy balance, it seems like now they let anyone drag.
Oh my God.
Right, Emilio? They had a straight man on there. I'm not against that. But for me, because I'm kind of old school, I think drag is a person who lives as a man, who identifies as a man, who lives their life as a man, who then creates the illusion of a woman. That's my definition, and that has always been the definition of drag. But in the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years, they've all of a sudden decided, oh no, anybody can do it. And it's like, well then where's the magic and illusion? Then you're just a performer. You're not doing drag. You're not even doing female impersonation anymore. You're just a person putting on a colored wig and makeup and then, lip syncing to Rihanna. I mean, it's almost like, you know what they're doing? They're turning drag into dressing up at home and having fun. It's like, no, that's not it. You are Andy Kaufman's wet dream. Bless you, Hoggy. Really? Monkeypox is a drag version of COVID. I heard it's the drag version of shingles. I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Drag Race, so I'm lost. Yeah, you know what? I stopped actually watching it too. I stopped watching it. It's been a while. Like, I don't know any of these new queens. Like, I've worked with Candy Muse. I worked with Georges. Georges was extremely popular at the club. Very popular. Cis women drag queens? No, I hate it. Right? I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, you could be a stripper, you could do burlesque, you could do lots of stuff. Unless you're going to be a drag king. But no, they basically wear lingerie, high heels, and wear a wig. And they do, it's like, Emilio Georges was very nice. He does a good chola look too. Some politicians ask gay people to not have sex for 2 weeks to stop the spread of monkeypox. You know what it is? It's the new AIDS, isn't it? It's going to be the new AIDS. Monkey bumps, runny lumps. You want to know who else I thought was overrated? Although I think they're beautiful. Was Pearl. Now Pearl's beautiful, but that's really all Pearl has. As a performer, there wasn't really much there. Also, I kind of am the same way with Miss Fame. Miss Fame, I don't even think Miss Fame does drag anymore. I mean, brilliant makeup artist, beautiful. I think that's why he just does modeling now. But the performance was not there. at all. Um, let me see. Who else I think is overrated? Fame is a very nasty person. You know what I do? I'm going to tell you what I do to Fame. I like because Fame loves to show the fabulous life in Paris and Italy, and oh look at me, I'm a big fashion model, and takes all these beautiful pictures, and takes all these pictures like in wineries and in the French countryside, and really showing, look at me, I am just living this wonderful high fashion life. I will go on, and of course, all the gays and all the queens are like, "Yes, queen, look at you. You've made it. You're beautiful." I go in there and I said, "Wow, wow, look at I see nothing but white privilege." I've never seen somebody just rub their white privilege in everybody's face. Nobody likes it, but they're reading it. I went to the doctor because I thought I had monkeypox, but the doctor said it was just syphilis again. Again, really? Sir Fat, are you getting it on the side or is your wife giving it to you? Hello, darling. Much Bibbles from Australia. The ghost who walks, the man that cannot die. Oh my goodness, what a name. Your scar gives the illusion of cleavage, right? Isn't it wonderful? That's one thing. Okay, if I'll tell you, the homosexuals, if they like you, you can be as arrogant as you want. But if they don't like you, then they'll attack you for being privileged. I love it. Yeah, I picture Fame being extremely arrogant. Bubbles. Thank you. Much bubbles from Australia. Are you in a hot tub or are you in a tub and are you farting for those bubbles? What's another one that I thought was overrated? Motel Wi-Fi. Where have you been? How was my heart surgery? You know what? My heart surgery couldn't have been more perfect. In fact, I'll tell you, I didn't say I haven't told you. The doctor said that my recovery wasn't that great. My recovery wasn't that great. They had to keep me knocked out for another day. They tried to remove everything, and they said, "I know, Trixie. I'll tell you about Trixie." But the doctor said I'm like a star patient, really. Although I did have to stay under for one more day because things weren't right, whatever. They said my heart was pounding like I was in a marathon race. But don't you dare try. Oh no, I'll tell you about Trixie. I picked up Trixie at a hotel once. The only drag queen in all the years I've dealt with them is the only one who did not want to be seen in public. The other ones like to wheel their luggage through the hotel lobby and come out in the parking lot, and they're just like on stage the whole time. Trixie wasn't like that. Trixie asked me to pick, and I think Trixie goes by he. Like, I think Trixie's actually like a guy, and doesn't do the whole, oh, call me her. Anyway, so Trixie wanted me to pick him up. You're drinking champagne. That sounds so good. So we go to, you know what, Divine Waters fan, I agree with you. But because I'll tell you what they do a lot where I live is horror drag. I'm finding that to be just as boring because it's a lot. Like they do it a lot where I live, like Dragula stuff. It just seems like everybody has a style and they stick to it or they'll follow the person they like the best. And I'm finding that there is a lack of creativity, ingenuity, it's passion. That's it, Mark. Talent. The local queens, they do it because, I'm living my best life. And so they'll go on it's like, I don't know. And like before Dragula, there was the horror stuff was going on for a long time. Look should jolt, not soothe. You know what? I agree with you there. I mean, of course, you'll see like a female impersonator and they're like beautiful. But right, that's it. You're a great makeup artist, and plus, you have to be kind of pretty anyway. Marquina's in bed over here, flicking her bean. But what was I saying? Oh, Trixie Mattel. Trixie Mattel wanted to be picked up behind the hotel, and she wanted to go through like an exit off the stairwell. Like, didn't want to be seen. Gets in the car and is very not on personality. Like, not, just kind of talked like a dude. Was very nice, but also didn't want to talk a lot. Was great on, but you know what? You don't want to know. You want to know who I found to be boring off stage was Alaska. Just very quiet, just kind of sitting there, waiting to be called on stage, and then all of a sudden he turns on. I don't know who Bimini is. Bob the Drag Queen. I liked Bob the Drag Queen. I did. The funny... okay, I love Bob the Drag Queen, yes. No, I agree. Do you want to know what annoyed me? I'll tell you what annoyed me, and I think it was all for political reasons. When Trinity and... who was the other one? It was a double win. That really bugged me. That really bugged me. I don't even know who the other one was. It wasn't Shea Coulee, was it? Has Elon asked you to work for Twitter yet? I would love to. I would love to. Oh my god, it is like cleavage. Oh, Monet Exchange. Okay, I don't know why it bugged me. It's like, pick one. Just pick one. Alaska give me crazy. But I'll tell you, out of meeting all of them, my least favorite was Sharon Needles, which broke my heart. Absolutely broke my heart. And I actually really liked Fifi O'Hara. Really liked him. Trinity deserved that win. And I think Trinity knows that. Oh, Sharon is a complete bitch. Complete bitch. I swear to God, I'll never... if I ever have to... I will just say, no, I'm not working with him again. I won't. Every encounter is negative. Every one of them. Who's on the new All-Star season? Some introverts can appear stuck up when they actually aren't, and when given a stage can appear extroverted. No, I agree. I don't know. You know who else was like that? Was very quiet into themselves? Was, oh yeah, he's on the new one. Okay. The singer Maya. I mean, she's older now, but, was very like that. So's Lady Bunny to an extent. Just kind of sits there and waits for their kind of professional people. Like, it's just a job. What's your take on Amber Turd? I think she should be the face of female toxicity. I believe that she's completely abusive. She's out of hand. I've never kept up with the Kardashians ever. Yes, Willem. I forget them. Willem, where is it? Willem is I really liked Willem. Wasn't like really my favorite, on Drag Race, but I liked him. But he wasn't like a handful like I thought he would be. Willem was very nice and professional, and I helped him do his meet and greet because he didn't have an assistant with him. Some of them have assistants and some of them don't. So I will offer. Hi Sherry, how are you, dear? So Willem, I helped Willem do the meet and greet, and I have to manage the meet and greet anyway. But I offered. I go, well, do you have merchandise? I'll sell it for you. Well, I can do both. I can do the meet and greet, and I can sell the stuff. So I set up a table, put all this stuff on. He had candles and T-shirts and stuff. And why can't your body digest corn? I don't know why. Just chew it up, finally. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry, you see my new scar? Not wonderful? It's really just a cleavage. Oh, Emilio Valentina. Valentina, okay, performed at the club I worked at one time and was a long time ago. Valentina lied about, oh, I just started drag and this and that. No. Valentina was in a contest at the club I work at way before she was on Drag Race. But anyway, but was still beautiful, I'll say that, you know. But I didn't work directly with Valentina. Willem is one of two drag queens who actually like thanked me for doing their meet and greet and gave me a candle. It was very nice. The other one was Katya. Out of my favorite, Katya is like the most, was very, very nice. And actually gave me money, like tipped me for doing the selling merch. The worst one was Violet Chachki. Ugh. That's my second one that I don't like next to. And I loved Violet and I loved Sharon. And they're the ones that really broke my heart. Looks like cleavage. Hell of a way to get right, Sherry. Can you believe it? I gotta just do a little shading. That's all. Haters are going to say you gave yourself a heart attack to get your my boobs done. Yeah, Emilio, Katya is really a great person. You know who else is a really good person is Ginger. Really good person. Me and Marquina actually went out to lunch with Ginger. I've never met Sharon Osbourne. No, Sharon Needles, drag queen. Why didn't I like Sharon? I'll tell you why I didn't like Sharon. Sharon Needles is horrible. A horrible employee. Horrible to her fans. Doesn't really want to do a meet and greet, but is paid to do them. Constantly wants to leave to go smoke a cigarette. Constantly. It's like, really, do you smoke that much? Like, you really need that much cigarettes? And I'm like, and so he kept looking at me going, I need to go smoke a cigarette. And I go, no. I go, look at your meet and greet line. Like, see, they want to play the star, but you're actually an employee and you're Ronald McDonald. You're Mickey Mouse. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to break it down in all honest terms. When clubs hire drag queens, no matter how famous they are, you're Mickey Mouse. Okay. The club paid a lot of money to get you in there. They built a show around you. They just want the money. Oh, yeah. So, and they're shady too. Some are shady. Okay. They will book a job with you and you'll promote them for 6 months and everything like that. Then at the last minute, they'll drop out and they'll go to another club, or they'll let you buy them a flight into California and then they'll ditch the job and use the flight for free. There's a lot of shade that goes on. But anyway, on the business side of it, I've never met Caitlyn Jenner, no. I heard she's a great performer. I live in Clearwater, Florida, next to the Scientology building, and I've met John Travolta and Kirstie Alley. And of course, I ran into Hogan's all the time. Really? You really like Vanjie, Miss Vanjie. Okay, so Sharon, okay, and the meet and greet is basically on the bottom floor, which is a basement. And you have to go to the top floor to get outside. And the club is crowded. And he's like, I go, no, it's going to be hell to get you through this crowd. You're going to go out and smoke a cigarette. Then everybody has to wait longer because I know you're going to take forever. And you could see the line. I go, just get through the line. It's quick. I'll get them in and out, take a picture, they'll leave. Anyway, so then he goes like this. Takes a couple pictures because we hire a photographer and everything. So then, I think you mean Bruce Jenner. Anyway, so then I am doing the meet and greet, and I'm trying to do it fast because I know he's annoyed. He don't really want to do it. Then he comes up to me, and he's wearing long blonde wig. It has bangs and it's longer. And he goes like this. My wig is coming off. I go, where? He picks up the bangs, and he goes, look, the lace is coming off. And I said, you're wearing bangs. You can't see it. I promise you, you can't see it. No, I need to go up to my dressing room so I can glue it down. And I said, well, you know what? I have a key to your dressing room, and I know what the wig glue looks like. Where is it? I'll get it for you. He then got pissed off and ripped the wig off and threw it in my face. And then I'm sitting there like this, holding the wig after it hits my face and it falls down. And I'm like, I'm like, I can't believe you just did that. And he's all, come on, you want to do the meet and greet? Let's do it. Let's do this meet and greet. So his hair was all sticking up and it was ugly. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. He stinks. Sharon Needles smells really bad. Anyway, so continues with the meet and greet. And then gets halfway through the line and there's people waiting on deck to come in and see Sharon. And Sharon like turns his back to them and is looking at me and it's like pissed off. I want to get done with this. I go, these are your fans. He goes, do you think I give a shit about them? And the people behind him heard him. And they walk by and they look at him and they like flip him off and they walk out of the meet and greet. But nobody else heard what he said. Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. I felt bad for those people. So then we go, Sharon Needles has very fragrant anal glands. So then, did it look like a tribble? The hair? Yeah, it was awful. Like Chucky, but blonde with black roots. Anyway, so then after the meet and greet, we go out for a cigarette. I take him outside. And of course, he's not wearing his wig, you know. It was so important. The wig was so important. Anyway, so then we go outside. And,
he needs a line of Coke is what he needs.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he needed Coke. So then he's out smoking a cigarette and somebody outside goes, oh my God, Sharon Needles, can I take a picture with you? And he goes, yeah, for $20. And so then the fan like started laughing and still stood and pulled the camera out. And he goes, no, I'm serious. I pushed him away. No, it's $20. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. But I'll tell you, really, is Kirstie Alley horrible? What did she do? Okay, so the second time Sharon comes, completely forgets everything that happened there. And I'm still the same face that picked Sharon up at the airport. Gets in the car and looks at me and goes, oh, hi, how are you? And is putting on the Sharon persona. And I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm not a fan. You don't have to act for me. You just don't. You can just sit there quiet and look at your cell phone. And he got in the car and he had the worst BO, and smelled like an ashtray. Well, you actually, you sat next to somebody on a flight smelling like this and you didn't care? No, I have no problem talking about Sharon Needles. But that's honestly the only one that I've had that bad of an experience with. Well, Violet was bad, but not as bad. Violet at least didn't stink. And like was insinuating that I might steal her merchandise on the meet and greet. Because I offered to, I'll go like anybody else. I go, hey, I'll help you do your merch. Really? And I go, yeah. Well, I want you to know that I know everything that's in that box. I know exactly how much I have. Like I'm going to steal the inventory. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. No, sweetheart. I don't care about your little ball gag crap. I don't care. Most of them leave the makeup on from the gig the night before and don't shower. Ugh. Hoggy, you should do a podcast and give these stories. Really, Emilio? Now, I've never worked with Derek Barry. I never have. I worked, but I also went to school with Naomi Smalls. And honestly, he doesn't have much of a personality at all. I mean, he's gotten better now that he's been on Drag Race, but still, Naomi Smalls doesn't have a personality. I would have said I'm not a fan, so I wouldn't steal your cheap merchandise. And nobody else cared either because she didn't sell anything. And see, that's the thing. I think they get very humbled when they come to like a club in Southern California because they all live here. There's many drag queens that you can go anywhere and see. And so when they come here, they think they're going to be big stars, but honestly, no, very few get mobbed. Very few. Yeah, I really think he's Britney Spears. So funny. Oh my God, you guys. Do you guys know who Cassidy Campbell is? Let me see. Cassidy Campbell. Where's my phone? Here it is. I don't know who any of these people are, but I love you. Didn't Sharon get in trouble for saying the N-word? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, hold on. I think you're going to know who Cassidy Campbell is once I show you a video. Okay, here we go. This is the stuff he does. Ray knows who he is. Okay. Well, I'm supposed to be on his show tomorrow.
This man is evil. And this was my favorite platform, and I'm going to tell you why it is ruined. Hello, my fellow queer and non-binary friends. My name is Marty Epstein. My pronouns are they, them, and as you all know, today will go down as the most horrific day in history, surpassing the Holocaust, due to the fact that Nazi white supremacist Elon Musk has purchased Twitter so that him and his Nazi heterosexual friends will be able to post their problematic anti-science beliefs and get away with it. This is a threat to our democracy. Recently, Elon tweeted that Netflix is waiting for the war to end so that they can make a movie about a black Ukrainian guy who falls in love with a transgender Russian soldier. This is disgusting. Not only is this racist and transphobic, but I do not find it funny at all. And unlike Elon, I am way funnier than him. Here is a joke I wrote. Now listen to it and tell me who is funnier, me or Elon the Nazi. How many white supremacists does it take to change a light bulb? None, because white supremacists don't believe in change. Somebody laugh. Thank you.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll cancel you. Elon Musk is Hitler reincarnated, and this is very problematic.
So, I think it's from when he dated Alaska. Oh. Yeah, this dude, I'm going to be on his show tomorrow. He does a show on Instagram. It's called Far Left News. And I'm going to be on his show. Oh, Matt, and it gets even better, too. He gets even better. He goes to city councils and stuff, and he does this. Mason, hold on. Okay. Mason, let me see. Did you say Instagram? What's your name on here? Oh, there it is. It says image. Images can still to protect you from unwanted content. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. No, Cassidy Campbell is. No, Cassidy Campbell. Oh my God, that was funny. Oh my God. I don't know when he's supposed to send me an email. He hasn't sent me an email yet. But he said Monday. Hi, Kay. How are you, dear? Let me see if he sent me an email. Because it's supposed to be tomorrow. Okay. Nope, no email yet. So we'll see if it even happens. I'm really feeling that combo flag of marginalized persons. Really? Thank you so much. You know, you're the only one who's really showed support for it. Hi, I love mean comments. I really like the Black Lives Matter flag, fist. Mason, that was funny. Yeah, Emilio, I don't know what time, but I'll make sure I tell everybody. Oh my God, Mason, you live in the neighboring state, don't you? Alicia, you miss mean tweets. There's no white, but you'll get over it. So are you going to Dairy Queen? We probably will. Marquina likes to get the root beer freeze, where it's like vanilla ice cream and root beer, and they blend it together. It's like a blended root beer float. It is good. She'll make them at home sometimes. Oh my God, do you guys remember Marquina?
Yeah.
We went to Dairy Queen like a couple days before I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a live in yes, Arizona. It's effing hot. The cheesecake thing they gave is good. What? Who gave you cheesecake? At Dairy Queen? Oh. Okay, Mason. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go. They put little cheesecake bites in a shake. Oh, I bet that's good. Okay, you guys, this has been a long time. I'm getting tired. Marqueen, I did 3 hours and 10 minutes almost.
Time for a break, darling.
I know. Okay, you guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you. I'm off. I'll be still home every day for about 3 more weeks. So, hopefully you'll see more of me. But I'm on TikTok and Instagram too, okay? I do a lot of TikTok because you know what? I get a lot of people watching and a lot of offended people. So, it's a lot of fun. But I also get banned a lot too. All right, you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to write my Kirstie Alley thing because I messed up. Okay, Desiree. Bye, you guys. Have a good night, okay?